All right, hit the go live button. Hello? Hello? Is anybody out there? All right, hit the go live button. Hey, we're good. How y'all doing? Tonight, we have Cool Umbrella's Friday Night Fights. It's not quite live yet, and I see him chilling in the BBB Discord right now playing a game, so we'll see. Hopefully he starts it on time. Hopefully he is there and conscious and ready for the scrapping. But, yeah, so far there's 10 people signed up. It's best of one till the finals is best of three. All rounds will be pick three, ban three for the player top of bracket. Player two will pick their faction, ban one of the three. Okay, cool. Cool. 10 players. I think it's fair if I pick a favorite and a dark horse. Sure. Favorite to win the whole fucking thing. I don't even know who's checked in yet, but assuming everybody's checked in, I'm gonna go with Black Knight. You know, we love Black Knight. Sure, he's just gonna win it up. And for the dark horse, I have to go with dark horse because I mean, it's the name. It's the rules. You know the rules, and so do I. So we're making the predictions before we even know who's all checked in, who's all actually gonna show up. For all I know, they're about to disappear. Shit's gonna be tough. Oh, it shuffled. It shuffled. Tournament management, is this the right one? Can my opponent make a game called Horse Blaze? All right. Looks like he's still shuffling stuff around. I had Tactical Itch, now I have Cool Umbrella. Are we live? All right. I'll join his game. It's the first map. Oh wow, the first map is the Marthanel Archipelago. Brutal. My pretty face. Sure, I'll put the blocker up, just because I don't want to rage out and say everybody cheated. If I lose, I want to lose the old-fashioned way. All right, Cool Umbrella's top of the bracket. I get to counterpick easy. Oh God, chat has people in it. Hello, chat. This is the Mighty Panzer Imposter stream. It's not Among Us, unfortunately. Dude, the dating sim streams were super fun. I don't want to do Panzer models for the third time, though. I gotta find another one that's not too fucking crazy. Hey, Acthelion. You like horses, so yourself? Oh. Booj, 10 out of 10 check-ins? That's actually a world record. You like dragons I sent you? Yeah. They were cool. They were alright. I'm a dangerous person to bet on because I am well known to pick a faction that is against my interest in winning and play them anyway because I am a fucking jokester. I'm actually getting destroyed right now in a lot of serious tournaments with serious folks because in the pick and bans, it's like... So right now, here are my top... Let's do 7. Here are my top 7 most comfortable picks right now. Comfortable, meaning like individually I would play the best of them. Skaven, Empire, Greenskins, Lizardmen, Ogre Kingdoms, Khorne, And then honestly, after that, probably Beastmen or Bretonnia, but I'll say Beastmen, sure. So out of those 7, how many of those are meta? You know what wasn't on that list? Dark Elves, High Elves, Vampire Counts, Grand Cathay, Vampire Coast, Tzeentch. So when you play these big ass tournament games and everyone's like, all right, the 5 factions I'm going to play this best of 5 is Dark Elves, High Elves, and I'm like, all right, 2 losses because I don't play those fucking factions. And when I say I don't play them, obviously, I mean, yes, I can click on them, and yes, I can use my keyboard, obviously. But I'm talking about, like, practiced and at a high level know what you're doing. Fuck no. So I just get my shit kicked in by the super meta factions. I was bitched about it by whoever, Kropep, I think, beat me. And he was a very nice guy. Very nice guy. No, no shade to him at all. But I was bitching to my friends, and I was like, I just lost to Malekith, Imrik, and Kairos. Does that sound familiar? You want the round 2 guys to wait, Black Knight? Nah. Wait for me in semifinals. Yeah. I'll catch both semis. Black Knight, do you want the round 2 guys to wait? Okay, yeah, you asked me that. No. Oh, but Black Knight versus John FB would be hype. Hold on. I got a message, Black. Hold on. Black Knight. Okay, I messaged him. I want to cast Black Knight versus John FB. That shit sounds fire. What are his picks? What are his picks? What the? I got pinged. Okay. So, Cool Umbrella picked Nurgle, Greenskins, and Beastmen. Banned Dark Elves, Dwarves, and Vampire Counts. Nurgle, Greenskins, and Beastmen. Bring the full flavor flav? Maybe. Nurgle, Greenskins, Beastmen. I'm trying to think of a faction that I'd feel like playing. He banned Dark Elves, Dwarves, and Vampire Counts. Lizardmen is fine. Lizardmen is fine there. Empire's fine. Walk is fine. Okay. Yeah, Tzeentch is fine. Okay, I'm going to list 4 factions that I'm fine with playing that I think have equal shots of winning here. Lizardmen, Tzeentch, Empire, and... I don't want to do Brett versus Nurgle. Yeah, that's the only reason I don't have Brett in there, so we'll go Norska. Pick Dwarves. He banned Dwarves. Banned Dwarves, Dark Elves, Vampire Counts. What's the vote for? What faction I'm going to pick into my opponent? Any of those 4 is fine. I mean, I picked them based off of what his picks were, so it's just whatever you guys feel like watching, but I'm equally happy to play any of those 4 factions into him. Four votes, 4-way tie. Oh, Tzeentch got 1 vote. More than the others. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End pull. What's Norse? Oh, Norska. Tzeentch. All right. Chat voted Tzeentch. I'll pick Tzeentch ban none. If he wants to play Nurgle into Tzeentch, we can. We just played this recently. Hey, strat game. Hi, Knighthood. So chat voted for us to play some Tzeentch. We'll see what Umbrella wants to play. Greenskins versus Tzeentch. Okay. I actually haven't ever played this. Should be interesting. Norska. What does this have again? What are you? What are you? Everybody shush, I'm thinking. That one. Okay. Oh, what else to do about the green beans? The beans of which are green. Am I frightened? I would say no. Am I scared? Yes. Terrified? I don't know about that. In utter distress? Most definitely. Yeah, but what you're saying doesn't make any fucking sense! I know. I'm just stalling for time while I think of what build to bring. Oh, Lord. Chaos Knights of Tzeentch probably suck in this matchup because Boar Boys would just kick their ass, right? Actually, with 52 melee defense, they might be okay. If I brought 2 of them... It's not great. There's no support for them either. God damn. It was difficult. That might be the best we can do here. Could get a Soul Grinder to force him to come to me. But I think this is an okay build, he said with confidence. Actually, yeah, why do I need to skirmish? I have those. I still think this is probably the best build I can make. Lost this matchup to the ROR Rogue Idol once. It's true. The Rogue Idol is too strong. Flamers? I did not bring a Flamer. I hate that unit. I hate them from the bottom of my soul. Best advice to get good at domination. I like land battles, but Dom I keep losing. I don't understand why. FYI, I'm not doing scummy builds for land battles. Mostly just standard builds. I'm not great at domination. In fact, I am rather trash. I am hot garbage. Don't you crash, you son of a biscuit. But I don't know. Get a lot of your ranged assets out in the early summons. Don't summon anything ranged after like 3 minutes into the game because it's not going to get the time to shoot before the game's over. So after like a third of the game has gone by, you want to spawn pretty much only melee units, whether they're fast or infantry or whatever. But don't spawn ranged units late is really the only advice I can give you. That and spawn your lord right away. Because, or your caster at least. Doesn't have to be a lord, but if you have a caster, spawn them right away because you want to get the value out of them early. And mages are very expensive to spawn later. Because it's hard to get funds. Oh, and if anything's under like 20% health, probably just desummon that shit so you can get it back in your recruitment pool. I don't know anything about domination, proceeds to say like 4 things. No, I'm mostly a land battle scumlord. Someone say domination. Hi, Plant. Am I the Hamburglar? No. Okay, alright. What are we dealing with? Enemy troop count's 1,300? That seems fine. So we got my favorite Tzeentch Lord voice actor-wise. God, I love the voice actor on the Herald of Tzeentch. He's just having his best life, and I'm here for it. Some Chaos Warriors with halberds. Seems fine. My deployment zone is super small. But the main idea is blue horrors. And then we have 2 pink horrors for more sustained DPS in the back. And we're gonna walk at them. And I brought Blue Fire because it's the best spell ever made, and then Treason of Tzeentch for -16 leadership and an AoE. Does this thing even have an overcast? Oh wow, -24 melee attack's actually not a joke. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I've never used this spell in my entire life, but it seems like it could be a good idea. And if it's not, then too bad. You're for the greenskins on this one? This is about as honorable. This is about as honorable as Tzeentch builds get, my friend. Oh yeah, and I want to be here to get the max amount of chromatic tome nonsense. Okay. So, everybody push up. He does have the rogue idol. Okay. I've been seeing a bit of this in some replays and such. Okay. That is decidedly fine. We do have a lot of horrors for that. I swore I saw something in here. Hello, little rider friends. Okay. The rest of our force, I should just use this whole control group. We'll just move up. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Shoot some spider riders with my bow. I love the Herald of Tzeentch.
The champion. Locus of
Boop.
Chaos Knights of Tzeentch. The Chainless Marauders.
Okay. So we're thinking about getting these guys to start routing. Could be pretty cool. Meanwhile, you guys are doing you guys things, and y'all are doing great at it. And I have definitely been 100% paying attention to what's going on. I have not been distracted at all by other things. Let's just get more winds of magic.
Army of the Dark Gods.
Okay, you follow them off the map. Y'all come up with me. Chaos Knights can fall back, and they're off the map. Congratulations, good job. You come back here. Halberds are gonna fight in that mob. That seems fine. And we're getting through the front line pretty nicely. Accidentally let these squigs get through, but they're onto blue horrors, so that's pretty big. Who cares? Okay.
Eviscerate them.
Blue horror is gonna shoot at some stone trolls. Actually, those are pink horrors, but whatever. Blue horrors actually stay in the fight. Stay in the fight for a little bit.
My iridescent
Minus 16 leadership. Fuck you. Wah.
champions. Marauders of sin.
Okay.
The North of
Go into
all.
melee.
Slaughter your will.
And your job is just to chase some stuff off for a bit. I'm not really paying attention to the rest of the battlefield.
Chaos Knights
That's
of
okay. I'm sure I don't need to, he says, as a bunch of pink horrors appear out of nowhere and fuck with his guys. Actually, these are spider riders. Whatever.
Hordes of chaos.
Okay. Chaos Knights come down here.
Marauders of Tinge.
Marauders, go over here. And I'm gonna turn off your fire will for now. You don't need a will.
Chaos. Their purpose is
Okay. So pink hordes are gonna have to pull back. Those guys are crumbling, and that's just what it is. We don't care that much.
Besiegers, marauders. Searching for battle. Go. Vexing forepower.
Okay. 26 leadership on you guys. You're honestly doing fine. Okay. We'll shoot that lady. Squigs barely managed not to rally. Hooray. You guys come with me.
Murder and madness.
What are these, blue horrors? Okay. So we still have some pink horrors that we're trying to get out of here. I'm gonna throw this down to get rid of those stone trolls because they're just on the edge of routing. Now that you've shattered those guys, you can come intercept them when they rout, so hooray. You chase them down, blue horrors come back, halberds come back, you're not gonna get anything done. Alright. So we do have pink horrors that are still trying to exist in a world that's not super friendly to them. Okay, Chaos Knights can chase down the stone trolls. They're more injured. You guys turn your fire back on. Oh, you guys must have gone hidden for a second, that's why you're not chasing anything down anymore. Okay, cool. Shoot the forest goblins, get more winds of magic. And you guys need to keep up with those trolls so that you don't go hidden. Alright. I don't know how a cavalry unit is falling behind trolls, but here we are. It took too long. I didn't like that. Hey. Hey. Come here.
Slaughterers.
Come here.
Herald of the Raven God.
There. We'll route that stuff. You dive in here. Try and save these pink horrors. Okay, the knights did, in fact, keep on what I needed them to do.
Sent by destiny.
Okay. Pink horrors are back. Y'all are chilling. Cool. Come with me.
Spreading ruin.
Come over here. You all come over here. You come with me.
Thaumaturgic power.
Alright, we have other stuff to do, so come here.
Agents of change. Army of the dark.
Chasing off those guys.
Charge. Flickering fires of fate.
Okay, fight them, I guess.
Servants of the changer. Yes. The changers for rulers.
Okay, those guys are all dead.
Herald of sin. Transmogrification.
Okay. So we're getting little pokey pokes
Warriors of sin. All shall
over there. Those guys are routing once again.
pinkest horror.
Okay, halberds are back. We've routed off all those goblins. You guys come back with me. And just goblins after all. Okay.
Behold my iridescence. The forces of change. Traverse. Move. Begin the soul hunt.
Okay, you deal with that. Marauder horsemen, go find those goblins and get rid of them once again. You're just chilling for now. You also go find those goblins and deal with them.
Vexing Vorpal.
Chaos Knights of Zinch.
This way. Twist the champion. Move. Fed by chaos.
No, not him, Skarsnik. No, not him, Skarsnik! Jesus. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. Alright, those guys have all finally shattered. You come back. And you're gonna use your last ammunition onto him. You come with me. You deal with those goblins, you do this.
We fight for change. Drag us to the thrones.
How are we doing on blue fires? Not him! God! It keeps clicking straight through Skarsnik's portrait onto the big bastard. So this one's gonna hit the big bastard anyway. Oh, he's doing the bug again, where he flies in circles. Okay. We love that bug. He rampaged in my Marauder Horseman, but it's out of ammunition anyway, so that's decidedly fine. What's Skarsnik leadership? 6? I could hit him with a Treason of Tzeentch, but I feel like I should use the rest of my Winds of Magic on blue fires or I can't kill the Rogue Idol. He's close to routing anyway. Oh, Treason of Tzeentch is only 8 Winds of Magic? Fuck yeah, we'll route Skarsnik for that. You shoot Skarsnik a little bit. Wow. He went from 6 leadership at one point to now being, like, pretty positive leadership even with the treason on him. That's not what we expected. Alright. Well, if we end up losing, not my fault. I blame everybody else. There. Get another little blue fire onto him. We got our Marauders of Tzeentch back. Yeah. Wow, they took a lot of damage on that charge. The instant tear up, good god. Bounce power thinks we can do it. I'm getting a little concerned. Aw, he rampaged my pink horrors in. Those are my favorite horrors. Alright, I'm gonna use this on you to try and get one more Winds of Magic for another blue fire. Thank you. No more buffs. No more buffs. Okay. So we'll use these guys to go chase down Skarsnik. I officially have no more Winds of Magic. Except this gives reserves per second? Why? That's really fucked. Kill him! I don't know if we can finish the Rogue Idol without blue fires. That's the scary part. Okay. We killed Skarsnik, but it doesn't matter. This thing's unbreakable. Okay, yeah, we're getting some Winds of Magic back. So if we don't int the shit out of this, we should be able to get another blue fire or two. But I don't know if that's going to be even enough to kill this guy. The big lad. They're all para-routing those bastards. Those Marauder Horsemen also routed those snags. Ouch. Back up into your disc mode! God, I love his voice acting, though. He's such a happy little git. Alright, he's rampaging now, so he can't attack my guy if he wanted to intentionally. So let's try and get some attacks on him while we do that. We have Chaos Knights back. Getting some little pokey pokes in. Okay. Again, he's still rampaging, so he can't attack my lord on purpose if he wanted to. Ow, overcast damage. Ow, you attacked my lord! You dick, you're not supposed to do that! Ah! Back into this guy, run! Joke's on you, I wasn't going in this guy at all! Oh, fuck. He has control of his unit again. Well, now you're in front of him. You don't want to be in front of him. Die! Die, you big rocky bitch! Die! 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 Spears, come here! Run! Run! Run, you pink fuck! Alright, where's the other spearman? Okay, way over there? That seems fine. I need one more Winds of Magic for another blue fire, and that blue fire will, like, 100% end this game. And... Bap. 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 I bap you. Ah, you missed. Fuck you. I bap your knees. Bap. Bap. I bap your knees. Your knees are nothing before my power. Ow, I took damage. Oh, the overcast hurt a lot too. Okay, but I need that one Winds of Magic that I got for overcasting that. Give me my blue fire! There it is! Burn in blue fire, you rock bitch! Alright, GG. 2,400 on Little Herald that could. Marauder Horsemen of Tzeentch were really nice at chasing stuff down, throwing the little javelins. Pink Horrors did fine, even though I protected them very poorly. Blue Horrors did well. Spearmen did fine, and basic Marauders did shit like they always do. Skarsnik was very annoying. A lot of buffs. 3,900 on the Rogue Idol. Oofda. Squigs and Spider Riders, there was a lot of them. There was a lot of them out there. And Gobos did Gobbo things. Alright, I have to hurry up and go cast John FB versus Black Knight, who are waiting for me. There's no spectator slot! Black Knight! Alright. I'm waiting on a spec slot, but we have John FB versus Black Knight. There we go. We're here. Okay, alright. Chat, you're too chatty. How dare you? It's a good Friday night. That is a good Friday night, Derek. Aside from me fighting drunk dudes, it's chill. Well, I'm glad that you don't seem to be in danger. Demons of Chaos versus Bretonnia. Now that's a thing. Hi, Bob Man. Lure to Posh Emmerich in the chat. Yeah, it's Black Knight. This guy had a ton of fun voice acting those lines. Oh yeah, the exalted hero of Tzeentch, just their voice actors go absolutely nuts. Hi, Edwin. Bless you, one guy with a conscience. We're all fans of Human Boy. Why would you be a fan of Human Boy? He's shitty and he screams a lot. Isn't Bolt of Change single target? Yeah, but I've been underwhelmed by it. Recently I found just spamming Arcane Unforging or whatever the fuck that first Tzeentch ability is, the one that gives you more winds of magic. I like that. Treason of Tzeentch was alright, by the way. I liked Treason of Tzeentch. That shit was sick. For 8 winds of magic, AoE minus 16 leadership, that was hype. Strat with the Wind Crushers are crazy. Crushers are crazy, Dark Horse. Who were you playing? Quite the game, Human Man. Hi, Bob Man. How are you? I see Red Ulger. I actually didn't pay any attention. Oh my god, it's Red Ulger, Prince of Slaughter. Considering Hummus didn't deny being the Hamburglar when I asked him about it, I will inform the authorities. Hey, the Hamburglar is not a criminal. He's just misunderstood. Alright. Red Ulger, Prince of Slaughter. He does have Deathbringer, the plus 50% damage. He has Demonic Onslaught for 25% more damage. And then he has Hellblade if he gets 80 or more kills for 20% more damage constantly. And he gets Gorefeast. Okay, he gets healing in melee. That's less terrible. He's going to have to get 80 kills somehow without any AoE attacks. Other than that, we have 4 Plague Toads of Nurgle. We have an Iridescent Horror of Metal with Plague of Rust and Searing Doom. 1 Fleshhound of Khorne, 2? 3. 3 Fleshhounds of Khorne, 3 Screamers of Tzeentch, and 5 Nurglings. This is actually like a pretty solid Demons of Chaos build. Like, alright, okay. Alright, okay, we take those. Normally when you see Demons of Chaos, it's some sort of Hero Hammer blob or something. This is actually, you know, we have some Tzeentch units in here, we have some Nurgle units, we have some Khorne units. No Slaanesh units, but, you know, you do. On the other side, peasant mobs, men-at-arms, a bunch of peasant bowmen. Then we have Knights of the Realm, Knights of the Realm, Knights of the Realm, Knights of the Realm. So 4 Knights of the Realm. We have King Lewin and 2 Royal Pegasus Knights, which are the more elite version of Pegasus Knights with a healer with Dwellers Below and Earthblood. Haven't seen Demons of Kraoth. Hi, Aaron. I see toads. I expect disappointment. Prepare for disappointment. Prepare. As the toads hop into the bog, they should get a bunch of buffs if they're in a bog. Not just water. It has to be like a bog, like this one. Look at how disgusting it is, and they're just jumping right through. And they're running over their Nurglings. That is very thematic. Why did you stop jumping? Why are you walking now? Stop walking. Jump! Jump! Oh well. I lost focus for a second. What are we supposed to be doing? I don't know if Red Ulger's gonna want to fight Royal Pegasus Knights in the sky. They have anti-large and magic damage, so his physical resist won't mean anything. And Lewin's on top of him now. Red Ulger! Red Ulger, no, not like this! Ooh. Plague of Rust overcast onto Lewin, bringing him down to 30 armor, but it's not gonna affect the Royal Pegasus Knights. We have a Royal Pegasus Blob in the sky. Both Royal Pegasus Knights in the same fight here, and more Screamers are going to come in. This is not going well for Bretonnia, like at all. They're getting absolutely murdered. Searing Doom's going to hit some peasants while Dwellers Below hits some toads, and one of the toads is already gone. No, the poor toads. Sword of Corona is popped now. But you have 3 Screamers and Red Elgar versus Lewin and 2 Royal Pegasus Knights. And man, it's going poorly for the Royal Pegasus Knights. Oh god, it hurts. On the ground, peasants are falling apart, and the Knights of the Realm are opting to hold the front line. And hold the front line they will, as the Sword of Crone is helping them versus the Toads. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Nurglings and Fleshhounds and Plague Toads are just rolling over peasants, and the archers are like, Guys, we good or what? As more Fleshhounds are in the back, more archers are under duress, and Knights of the Realm are trying to bail them out. Red Elgar still chasing down Lewin, says, you ain't going nowhere, and then Lewin goes somewhere, making him the saddest Red Elgar on the whole planet. But yeah, one of the Royal Pegasus Knights is already fucking off. 2 Screamers are left to fight the other one. All 3 Screamers are still alive, which is a testament to things. And the front line is really going poorly for Bretonnia across the board. Damage value is about equal, and balance power is just the same, so something must be going right for them, but I don't see where it is. I guess it's maybe these Knights of the Realm. Like, Knights of the Realm overall are kind of having a bit of a field day. Red Elgar is not giving up on Lewin. He dives back in. Plague of Rust is back on him, bringing him down to 30 armor. And Red Elgar does a really cool animation thingy, but he didn't actually hit Lewin, so I don't care about it. There, he hit him. Yeah, you can see when he hits him. It's no joke. Red Elgar's kind of a monster. Meanwhile, some Plague Toads and some Nurglings are stuck on Men-at-Arms, because, of course, Men-at-Arms could hold back giant Barons. I want to call everything Barons of the Bog now, which just makes the actual Barons of the Bog sad. Uh-oh. Demonic instability. We're losing some Fleshhounds. Screamers are getting close, too. Another Earthblood is out from Bretonnia, trying to keep everybody healthy, keep everyone topped off. While the balance power shifts slightly in the favor of the Demons of Chaos, I am concerned, actually, about how healthy the Knights are. The Knights in general, not just one Knight. Like, all the Knights are feeling pretty swank. And the Demons of Chaos decide to just friendly fire some of their own Nurglings, which is pretty chill. That's pretty fine. I haven't noticed any army abilities coming out yet from the Demons of Chaos. I wonder what ones they did get. Now, it is random until you start using them, then they'll rotate out. So I don't know exactly what army abilities they're working with here, but they're going to have to start using them soon, because Bretonnia... Where are all 4 Knights of the Realm? Okay, one's running away. So we have 2 healthy, 1 fine, and another fine. Now the Plague Toads are going to let them go. Those guys will come back, and it'll be just fine. So Knights of the Realm going to do some good stuff, and there's plenty of healing for them from the Damsel of Life. Red Elgar has not given up on his hunt of Lewin. He's popped all of his buffs, so he has 902 weapon strength right now. He hits Lewin from a mile away, because for some reason you have to stop to do your attack animations, but whatever, the game just gives you a pass on that one and lets you use it wherever you need to. Screamers are attacking maybe the Peasant Bowmen? Maybe the Knights Realm? I don't know who their actual target is, but they did get a Fecundity. Huh. A Fecundity on just a Screamer probably isn't worth it, but oh well. Plague Toad's fading away, Nurgling's also fading away. Red Elgar's still following around Lewin. He's like, I don't care that you're in the middle of all these Knights. I'm landing here. We're fighting. It's fighting time. And he hits him in the face with a giant axe. Earthblood heals up him and all of his Knights. All of his Knights are like, sir, you need some help or you good? And Lewin's like, please God, somebody help me. And they're like, you good? You seem good. And these other Knights that are almost dead are like, my lord, we will save you. And Lewin's like, thanks lads, I'm out of here, bye. Have fun dying to Red Elgar. And Red Elgar's like, I will kill anybody. And these other Knights still refuse to help Lewin, and Lewin lands in front of him. He says, hey, why did you guys leave me with Red Elgar? Why did you do that? I need you to help me out here. Red Elgar's like, I heard my name. I'm back. And he kills some more people. Oh, that's getting very scary for him. The Iridescent Horror of Metal is not having a great time as his Royal Pegasus Knights chase him around. The Demons of Chaos are losing all of their support. Damage values are extremely even, but against the Demons of Chaos, they lose most of their units to demonic instability crumbling, so that doesn't mean a whole lot, as their Plague Toads are also finished off. Bretonnia all of a sudden takes the lead on the balance of power. I tend to agree. Screamers are chasing off some stuff. Iridescent Horror is hanging on. Red Elgar comes over and he's like, do I have to do everything? And the answer is, unfortunately, yeah. You know what roster you're on, bro? You ain't getting much help. A Searing Doom from the Iridescent Horror as he's about to start crumbling away, leaving Red Elgar and the Screamers to face all of Bretonnia on their own. Very nice Searing Doom. We'll probably rout the Royal Pegasus Knights. Nah, they're chilling. All right. Okay, they're just fine with this. So, bounce power is slightly in favor of Bretonnia. I would tend to agree. I am a little concerned for Bretonnia about actually killing Red Ogre. Because he hasn't seemed to care about anything this whole game. He pops Deathbringer Demonic Onslaught. He does almost 1,000 weapon damage. If he can hit Lewin right now, that would be brutal. Bam! Huge shot to the face. Can he do it again? Come on, Red Ogre, you son of a bitch. Hit him. Hit him again. He's not going to hit him again. Oh, but we have the army ability of Tzeentch landing around Red Ogre. It's going to take out this really healthy Men-at-Arms. Looks like the Knights of the Realm are going to dodge it, but kills are kills at this point. You just got to get them out. You just got to kill everybody in the area. Peasant mobs are shattering. Big Tzeentch army ability. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage. Oh, these bodies. Does Red Ogre have 80 kills yet? No. After all this, that's why I hate the Khorne passives like that. If he gets 80 kills without a breath attack or an explosion of any kind, then he'll get a 20% damage boost. But man, it takes him a long time to get there. Red Ogre's walking at those archers. Screamers are tearing apart Lewin in the sky. Red Ogre says, get off of me. I need to protect my little weird manta rays in the sky. The arrows are taking him down. He's not a fan of that. He tear-outs off the archers. He's gonna tear out off the Knights of the Realm too. Lewin's still getting his ass kicked by the Screamers. Save him, Ogre, save him. Don't let him take down those Screamers. Those Screamers are doing the work of the gods. More Knights of the Realm charging around Red Ogre, surrounding him, just swarming him in a sea of unwashed Bretonnian bodies. And those guys are still fighting to the death. Lewin's gonna break, and if he breaks, he'll stop healing because he lost the favor of the lady, the favor of the Fae, whatever the fuck it is. Oh shit, archers are gonna make these Screamers rout though. No Screamers. Please, hang in there. Kill the treacherous king of Bretonnia. Balance of power is significantly against the Demons of Chaos, but I just don't know. Red Ogre's still fighting. Damsel throwing out a heal for Knights of the Realm and herself, just trying to keep him in the fight. Screamers somehow clinging to life, chasing after Lewin. I don't think they can do it. They're gonna shot by more peasants. No, their leadership dips. They're gonna start crumbling. Don't crumble. Don't leave Red Ogre all alone. He hates being alone. Alright, Lewin is getting close to the edge of the map, but the Screamers are falling steadily behind him. Lewin is almost positive leadership. Zero is technically positive, depending on how the rounding goes. Meanwhile, Red Ogre is just fighting infinite stuff. If he can get a big hit onto the Damsel of Life, that would probably help the balance of power a lot, because I think the balance of power is his worst enemy right now. But if Lewin gets off the map, that's going to be a leadership spike that could lead to a massive amount of tear-outs. We'll have to see how that goes. And Lewin is off the map! Fuck you, Bretonnia, no more leadership for you! Everybody takes a dive. Oh, that's a terror route. What's that? Is that another terror route? Probably, from these peasants that I thought had shattered. Red Ogre probably needs to go kill those archers. Fuck the damsel, you don't give a shit about her, don't fight her, she's just gonna heal herself. Those archers are really making mincemeat out of you, buddy. Screamer's coming back to the fight. Stuff's routing, stuff's shattering, stuff's routing, stuff's shattering. Screamer's going for the peasants. Red Ogre still fighting. What the fuck is cast on him? What is cast on him? What the hell? Oh, he got 80 kills, he's got his Hellblade. Oh, that 20% damage is gonna make a difference 10 minutes into this game. Archer's turn, they fire on the Screamers. The Screamers are gonna get cut down, but they distracted it for just a second as the damsels get worked on by Red Ogre. I mean, honestly, he's missed like 4 attacks in a row, but it doesn't stop him from terror-outing. Balance of power is back to the middle. It's just Red Ogre, and he is pissed. He's going in for the archers. That was an awkward landing. What just happened? Okay, that was weird. I didn't like that. Tear out on the archers, tear out on the men-at-arms. Look at these knights. There's no way they can do it. The balance of power is on drugs. Nah, man. It's over. It is over. Red Ogre's won it. He's gonna carry this whole fucking game on his back. He slams into some more knights. The damsel's coming in hot. Red Ogre's even hotter, though. He's like the center of the goddamn planet. He's so hot right now. Oh, fuck, he's taking a lot of damage. Oh, shit. He does have slow healing from Gore Feast, but man, he's taking a lot more damage than I would have thought. Balance of power goes into army losses. Are you serious right now? This man ain't army loss and nothing. His leadership 0. Don't you start crumbling. There's some sort of army ability coming in. It hits the damsel, but he starts crumbling. No, no. All right, he rallies. He's fine. He's chilling. More Bretonnian knights are charging in. Red Ogre, hang on. You can do it. Don't let the leadership lie to you. You're fucking chilling, dude. Demonic Onslaught has popped on him. More knights are shattering. They're shattering. They're off the bat. Balance of power is so far against him, though. The damsel gets another hit on his back. He needs to hit her. He needs to hit her. No, take her down. The game values mages so highly, man. You gotta hit her. It's gonna RV loss you. Holy shit. Men-at-Arms getting close to breaking. All the knights are fucked off. Red Ogre needs to hit that damsel. He needs to, or Arvilas is gonna take him. Please just give attack orders onto the damsel. Red Ogre, no! No! He's gone! Oh. Oh. 4,400 damage value on the Ulgar of the Red. The Iridescent Horror, 700 value. All the Screamers paid for themselves with gusto. Fleshhounds of Khorne did fine. Plague Toads of Nurgle did absolute garbage. And the Nurglings did fine. The Toads are still garbage. Lewin, he did his best to run around. He did his best. He was trying. Royal Pegasus Knights got good value in their heroic stand that immediately resulted in their deaths. Knights of the Realm did very well. Archers did fine. Damsel, we all saw it. She did great. And the Men-at-Arms did okay. That was absolutely fucking wild. All right. I've had an opponent this whole time, and he has just been patiently waiting on me. Whew. Red Ogre is Russian now? Yeah. Do the Nurgle Toads even have the aquatic trait? I don't think so. How can I follow that up? Alright, I'm getting my opponent in here, Central Scrutinizer. He's first pick, so I don't have to do shit. I'm going to put a blocker up to stop him from cheating, because everybody knows Central Scrut is a cheating banky. He be a cheating banky. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So Central Scrut has to pick a thing. I have to get the right map. Your picks first, and then Distomping Grounds is the map. That was a game. Damsel banished that demon. John FB, that was a great game. I was so sad that your leadership dipped like that. Yes, strat game. Yes, do wait for me in semifinals. I will be right there. Win or lose, it's gonna be a fast one. It's gonna be a fast one. The fastest there ever was. Like no one ever was. Man, Red Ogre went nuts though. That was a bunch of fun, so I'm happy. Good. Yeah, toads are sus. I don't like toads. I want to like toads, but I don't like toads. More screamers. I know you're referring to the unit, but I think I did enough screaming for all of us. But they suck so much at the same time. Yeah, they kind of have the same thing as Nurgle for me. And people disagree about this, but my opinion on it is that Nurgle and Demons of Chaos, you need to nerf their lord. But, like, the rest of their roster could use some love. Because Demons rely pretty heavily on Fleshhounds. My pick 3 will be Empire, Khorne, and Ogres, is what Central Scroot said to me. Okay. The only Khorne Lord with regen, he's not on the Khorne roster. That's funny. How was the seating decided for this? Umbrella, Cool Umbrella's in the chat. He's actually the host. I'm just the caster. But it's random. It's shuffled. A lot of people don't actually like getting a buy round because they usually just want to play some games and have some fun. And then if you get a buy round, it's like, great, now I have to wait. KV is here. We might have to play some trees for KV. Ban Grand Cathay, Skaven, and Lizardmen. Empire, Khorne, and Ogres banned Grand Cathay, Skaven, and Lizardmen. I don't really feel like a mirror match, so if Ogres is in his pick 3, I will leave it there. Empire, Khorne, and Ogres. Oh, let's do some Wood Elves for KV, huh? Wood Elves ban... Yeah. Yeah. It's actually a fine matchup for Wood Elves. I'm banning it because I don't know it. I don't know it at all. And Scroot's a really good Empire player, so I don't really feel like taking a... Not a for fun faction, because Wood Elves are good, and I'm going to try to play well on them, but it's not my best faction, so I'm not going to take one of my not good factions versus his best faction. So I'll at least ban Empire. So it's Ogres or Khorne. I hear the trees. I give trees. Thanks, KV. Thanks, buddy. All right, he went Ogres. Ogres versus Wood Elves, and we got to take at least one tree for KV. Oh, we can make that happen. But I smoke trees. Not anymore, you don't. Not anymore, you don't. You stopping that today. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know if I need that. I don't know if I need that. I don't know if I want that. What do you bring? Wait, does... Oh my god. He has a lot worse stats. I don't know. I might just go with this one. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Yeah, but what are you talking about? You'll find out. You'll find out when you were meant to find out. That could be okay. Could that be okay? Dance of Lovick. Oh, Navisha! Forest Dragon or Forest Ogres? You mean Treekin? Mostly focusing on land battles. Dom was fun too, but less interesting to watch. Well, thanks. I feel similarly. Also, I'm not a very good Dom player, so then I don't make a very good Dom caster, because I don't know what's going on. But at the time, I was one of not very many people still doing land battles, and everybody was doing Dom. And now it's more split, so now it's less important, but originally it was getting a little spooky there. Oh boy. What do we do? Cyrus wanted a Treekin. How can I make that happen? That seems okay. All Vanguard build. Let's get this over. Bring the Ethereal Cav. It's so strong. Is it strong, though? Because I get a feeling that it's really bad. Especially without healing. And I'm not taking any healing because I'm taking a tree. I was instructed to take a tree, so I will take a tree. And that tree is not very Healy oriented. Human the Goat, Landcaster, the OG, the best. I feel like that's not true. I feel like that's a lie. And lies aren't nice, you guys. But also think. This build might suck. Oh well. You want to do the all trees all in never works? I did not go all in on the trees, but I did bring some. The Great Stags might legit be good here. Yeah, they're probably good here. I couldn't bring them because I ran out of money. I had fucking Durthu. Do you know how expensive Durthu is? He's very expensive. Alright. You're the only one I watch, so I have no competition. By default, I win. Perfect. We did bring Durthu and some Treekin. They hide in the trees! Oh my god, they're all the way up there, no one even knows. Holy shit. Okay. What are we doing? I got a little distracted. Oh yeah, so we have some Glade Guard. We have the Hawkeyes of Jakira for their minus 16 leadership on their Waywatcher bows. That could be pretty fun, that could be pretty strong. And then we put everybody in the motherfucking trees out here. Okay, not everybody. Let's all calm down. Let's take a little breather.
Children of Athel Loren. Yes.
Okay.
Eternal God.
Eternal God. I will guide you, Eternal.
Azrael.
The Eternal Glade Guard Riders. Okay. So we have the definitely legit, not at all gonna be a problem, Forest Vanguard that I guarantee you is not gonna be a problem. I'm gonna start this fucking game and like the ROR Crushers are somehow gonna be vanguarded behind me. I'm just gonna die. Oh boy. The trees and the trees. Okay, V, yeah, that's probably your favorite thing. Anyway, Durthu, the only spell I brought on him was Curse of Onrir. Because if you can get like the ogres in a bad fight, like the ROR Crushers, the Sky Striders, if I throw like Curse of Onrir on them, yeah, then maybe the Wild Hunters of Kronos could do some good damage or something. You just literally brought the wrong ROR Cav. This one's 500 gold cheaper! What do you want from me?
For the Eternal Realms.
Alright, everybody. Let's go fucking get him!
It shall be done.
Let's go get him! Yeah!
Release.
Also, no one needs to know that we're hiding in these trees. Teehee.
Straight away.
Teehee.
Orders.
Nablo Trappers.
Yes. Understood. At pace.
Lead Belchers, Tee!
We are tireless.
Tickle them! Tickle them! Yeah, the tickling! Oh, fuck. Oh, he's shooting back at me.
Understood.
Uh,
What? We will
tickle them! Tee! I'm tickling him.
Archers
He doesn't like it. Oh shit. Alright, focus up, everybody.
ready and waiting.
What the hell? What's happening? Stop! Stop, 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 stop!
With haste.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was about, but fall back. Why did our formation get so fucked up, you guys?
Understood. Hurry. Ever ready. End them.
Okay, you guys walk to the back. Durthu, time to make an appearance, buddy. Dreekin will also wander forward.
Hurry.
Let's have the Wild Hunters of Kurnos come back here. You guys are getting fucked up by lead belchers, like absolutely destroyed. Gonna throw Curse of Honor here down here.
Riders.
And you are having a bad day. Can't quite reach the Sword of Daith back there. Okay, Sword of Daith here. Hawkeyes got fucked up. Did I have them on skirmish mode or something? I don't know why they weren't really listening to orders that well, but they were not. Things are going very poorly.
With haste.
I do partially blame my formation for some reason getting fucked up for literally no reason. That was very annoying.
Now.
I don't know why that happened.
Sons of Kurnos. Very well. Swiftly.
Yeah, because like, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was trying to move my whole formation forward, and then just all of a sudden, all of them decided, you know what? We're just gonna die. But lead belchers are tearing us apart. Things are going very, very poorly.
Swiftly. Aye.
Now our only hope is if these Eternal Guard
By Kurnos. At once.
can actually shut down our good friends, the lead belchers.
Attack. Quickly. At
And we are
once.
chasing them.
Go.
Okay. Throw Curse down here. See what we can do about that.
Blade guard. Quickly. At the Lauren. We stand ready.
Okay. So you guys are getting kind of run over.
Lauren.
You guys are getting kind of run over.
For Isha. Withdraw.
Durthu has showed up.
Right. By Kurnos.
What did you guys even route from, you fucking cowards? Alright, yeah.
Eternal guard.
We lost
For
due to,
Your orders.
I mean, we could have played better. Obviously, we could have played better, but
With haste.
that was really annoying how we all of a sudden, for no reason, lost our formation. I'm also kind of wondering how these guys are getting away from my Wild Hunters at Kurnos. We're much faster.
Foes of Athel At once. Fire.
I feel like these Sky Striders are taking a lot of damage they don't need to.
Eternal guard.
But we'll see. Lead belchers are all perfectly safe, though. Just a problem.
Let's hunt.
I'm just going to rear charge these guys for free. Okay,
Orders acknowledged.
that's kind of fun. What else are we doing? Lead belchers are firing and stuff. That's fine.
To war.
These guys get a butcher or something? Yeah, they got a butcher. Okay.
Blade guard. Deepwood cavalry.
Somehow you guys are taking very little damage while being rear charged by something much faster than you, but alright.
Smash them.
But okay.
At pace. It shall be done.
Okay. Yeah, this guy should naturally route.
Blade guard. Right.
We got the Sky Striders! Yay! These tree men over here are still going nuts.
Warriors of As you say. Ride them down.
Still trying to get any damage in on these Sky Striders who you guys are riding after with reckless abandon.
Swiftly.
Like, how are you not getting more damage on them, you guys? You have 10 more speed, and you're charging them. What is this? Why are you infected with the stupid?
It is done. They will die.
Alright, Wild Hunters of Kurnoss still trying to chase down these guys. Don't worry, they'll get it done someday. Don't you worry. Sakash Durthu. Teehee. Okay, those guys shattered. That's why they stopped chasing. That seems fine.
Our bows are yours.
Aha! A route.
Death to all.
Alright. Sky Striders off the map. Wild Hunters of Kurnoss coming back. What do we have left? 2 Lead Belchers and a shitload of Noblars? 3 Lead Belchers and a shitload of Noblars. Alright, I think Durthu can take those odds. Let's go, Durthu. Let's go! Let's go! Let's see how much Lead Belchers can really do. Oh my god, he's gonna heal up those Lead Belchers. What are you, insane? Dun 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 dun. Ah! Oh god! So much fire that's actually hitting more of the Noblars than me, but whatever.
Attack.
Ah, we almost got those Noblars.
Way Watchers.
That was nice.
By Kurnoss.
Anyway, what are we doing? Alright, I just want to see them all shoot Durthu, then I'll be happy. Because right now, this boy's scared of nothing. He's scared of nothing! Ow! 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 Ow, 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 ow! Was that the best you got? Was that the best you got? Oh, they did have skirmish mode on. That's why earlier they were acting all strange. Okay, so that's my fault. I am bad with skirmish units, and I played them badly. No one was surprised. Everyone was disappointed. Yeah. Rip. Durthu was too much of a meme. I played poorly with the Hawkeyes of Jakira, and that's how you lose. GG, well played. Okay, there we go. BBB Lich. 1, 2, 3. Blocker up, good to go. If we dodge the Lead Belchers by walking in a straight line, we can win. Easy. No, Durthu's not the best at dodging. Also, I didn't really want to waste Scroot's time too much. I just wanted to watch Durthu get shot by some things and then call it. Sisters of Twilight good against Elgars? Probably better than Durthu. Yeah. Durthu's a bad pick. I was just taking him because, 1, he's my favorite Wood Elf Lord. I just think he's cool. And 2, we said we would, so we're just... I'm allowed to have fun sometimes. Might be something to try. Maybe. I'm really bad with skirmish stuff in general, but also that thing I turned their skirmish mode on to try and keep them safe, but it ended up just killing them because they wouldn't respond to orders. They ran really far away from any support, and then they got caught out and killed. So, sometimes it sucks to sucks. sometimes you play bad and you lose. And that's okay. This is a weird build from Tactical Lich. I don't know about it. Boris on his horse, he doesn't have his -8 leadership aura if he's not on his Griffin, because that's Blood Roar, it's a Griffin mount ability, it's not his ability. So he's not nearly the leadership nuking bomb he normally is. So I'm a little nervous about Horse Boris here. Other than that, we have a Burning Head Wizard, a whole bunch of Empire Spears and Great Swords and Swordsmen, 2 Huntsmen, 4 Empire Knights. He's moving shit around. Looks like 3 Empire Knights. And then some Halberds are getting placed too. Okay, cool. Are Great Stags better than Aura Wild Riders? Probably yes. Well, basic Great Stags versus the Aura Wild Riders, they serve different purposes, but Great Stags are better at fighting other cavalry, like head-to-head. Wild Riders are better at flanking some stuff because they're, like, faster, I think? I don't know. They have more models, too, so they're pretty comparable. Stag Knights in general are better than basic Wild Riders, though. For Slaanesh, we do have 1 Seeker, 3 Hellstriders, 2 Marauder Horsemen. I'm going to skip the of Slaanesh part because everything in this army is of Slaanesh. Then we have Devoted Marauders, some with spears, some without. We do have the Mirror Guard in the center, Sigvald, a Shadows Caster with Pit of Shades, and 2 Chaos Furies. Yeah.
Wise count.
Alright. I'm a little worried that the Empire build doesn't have the DPS to win. 2 Huntsmen is not a lot of firepower. And if he's going to fight Slaanesh just in melee, I mean, the Empire State troops are going to lose that over time. And there's Pit of Shades to support the Slaanesh advance, and Sigvald exists. And then with the cab superiority, they could just cycle charge in and out a lot and route off things and chase them off the map and charge up the army passive, so I'm very concerned. Now, you do have Burning Head against 15 armor Devoted Marauders, but unless they line up in a nice straight line that you can get multiple of them with 1 Burning Head, it's probably going to be a tough time. Hellstriders Slaanesh trying to charge into the box. Yeah, they're going to opt out of it. There wasn't really any good targets there. It's 2 Spearmen and then an Empire Knight, which you could kill the Empire Knight, but slowly, all surrounded by Spearmen. Sigvald plus his Mirror Guard pushing through the front line. Great Swords getting pulled up to fight some Devoted Marauders who are immediately going to try and piece out of that one. Huntsman trying to get some damage out while Devoted Marauders are surrounding slowly. Chaos Furies going in. Yeah, rear charging Swordsman. And their leadership gets shocked down. They're at 6. Can they hold? It's getting pretty risky. But they don't manage to route for now. Meanwhile, these swordsmen are routing. They might get chased by Chaos Furies or not. Who knows? Huntsmen firing back into the Hellstriders, and the Hellstriders left a little abandoned, taking about half their HP from those Huntsmen. A wild Burning Head. Oh, it looks like it went through these Devoted Marauders a little bit. Okay. Okay, makes more sense. Sigvald and his warrior friends getting onto Great Swords and Halberds, though. I haven't seen a Pit of Shades out of Slaanesh yet, and a really good target would be right here between these 2 more elite Empire infantry units. Take them out and then really punish the front line. And it looks like he's just going to go full on to the Great Swords, ignore the Halberds entirely, which is fine. Great Swords are the superior of the 2. Pit of Shades, is it overcast? That seems overcast. Great Swords are dead. Hellstriders trying to deal with these swordsmen, and Empire Knights, more Empire Knights, and Boris Todbringer are all charging in to help deal with the Hellstriders. And these Hellstriders, unfortunately, this entire unit has been killed off by a Huntsman, it looks like. But maybe they'll still be around in the late game to do some cycle charging and whatnot. But they have Sigma. They have Sigma grind set. Great Swords are shattered off due to that overcasted Burning Head, overcasted Pit of Shades. Now Burning Head is going through. That'll route the Hellstriders and these Devoted Marauders. But more Hellstriders are diving in. More Spearmen are diving in. And Tactical Lich is slightly up on the damage value, slightly up on the bounce power. We will see how that fares. As now Sigvald and his caster are through the front line. They can work on shutting down these Huntsmen, as the Chaos Furies are also doing so. The Empire will soon be out of their DPS. Marauder Horsemen and Slaanesh also just sitting in the range of the Huntsmen, so they're taking a lot of damage. Do the Great Swords route? Because if they route, they're not coming back. Alright, they route, they're not coming back. Rip in peace. Slaanesh does have to be dedicating some resources to chasing down anybody that routes. You got to get those kills on them while they're routing to get your army passive charged up. Yeah, Marauder Horsemen just throwing in on these Empire Knights. Other Empire Knights running around. Sigvald's fighting some Halberdiers.
Death to the enemy!
Sure. Death to the enemy, sure. Sigvald and his caster and all these guys were fighting some Halberdiers for a second, but then they realized, we should maybe stop those Huntsmen because they're kind of doing a lot. They're kind of doing a lot. Seekers trying to chase the Great Swords. Some Empire troops are being allowed to rally, though. That can't happen. And Slaanesh is losing some teeth in this fight. Balance powers against them. We should probably back off, chase anything that routes, again, for that army passive, but also just let Sigvald sit here and do Sigvald things for as long as possible. If the Empire wants to separate out to chase you down and stay away from Sigvald, then you'll do Slaanesh stuff to them out in the open, where it's like, hey, you're really far from your support. We can run super fast and surround you and kill you now. So pull apart the Empire box or force them to just deal with Sigvald, but the mobile assets can't really stay in here and keep fighting. Like these Hellstriders that have come back, these Marauder Horsemen do just need to chase things. I think the balance power is getting a little ahead of itself, though. Most of the Empire's strength right now is coming from a couple high health infantry units, which Pit of Shades might have something to say about that. Boris meets Sigvald. Sigvald's going to whoop his ass, and Boris is like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe I should just go. And go he shall. Big burning head down the line is going to hit some devoted Marauders. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But, yeah, Slaanesh is up on the damage value, and now they're starting to take a little bit more control of the mobile game. Hellstriders do dive onto Huntsmen, having a hard time truly finishing off those Huntsmen, but they do get them low enough, they'll go negative. And rout. No more supporting fire. These Seekers are holding on to the death. Even with Boris Todbringer's Crush the Weak. Damn. Now they're going to start their demonic instability crumbling. Goodbye, Seekers. You served honorably. At this point, I would dare say that Slaanesh is in the advantage. Bounce power be damned, I actually think Slaanesh is chilling right now. Yeah, nothing left can threaten Sigvald. Pit of Shades, clear out stuff. That's an eager Pit of Shades. I wonder what his Winds of Magic situation is, because if you're using Pit of Shades, an overcasted Pit of Shades on a wounded swordsman and a wounded spearman seems like an overinvestment, especially when you have a full health halberdier, full health spearman coming into the fight. I don't know about that one. I didn't like it. I'm gonna go on the record, I didn't like it. And if I didn't like it, then it shouldn't happen. So get him out of here. Ban this man. Todbringer is getting the rampage on him, but he's high enough health that I don't know if it's even going to proc its first phase. We'll see. And a really nice Burning Head from Tactical Lich is going to push off one of the Hellstriders. Almost pushes off the Marauders and almost pushes off the other Hellstrider, but they will be fine. Slaanesh caster is vibing. He's chilling. Sigvald really just needs him. I've only seen 2 big Pit of Shades, so he should at least have 1 more for any of these high health infantry units. Bounce power gets a little better for Slaanesh, still favored in the Empire, which I think is just crazy. And we are about to watch a Sigvald gaming experience. Welcome to the Sigvald Gaming Emporium. Believe in Toddy? I love Toddy. He's, besides Gelt, my most commonly picked Empire Lord in Game 3, but I like him on his Griffin, where he has -8 leadership and an aura and armor-piercing damage. I do not believe in Horse Toddy. I believe Horse Toddy might be trash. I'm ready to be wrong, but I think Horse Toddy might be trash. Alright, Marauder Horseman to Slaanesh running out to chase some stuff down. Have to be careful not to run into those Halberdiers. They are healthy enough to really take you to the curb on this one. That's going to be a good Pit of Shades. The last 2 really important units for the Empire, the Healthy Spearman and the Healthy-ish Halberd. Though, I will say that the flag is closer to the center of the Pit of Shades than the actual unit is. You see most of the units out here, so it's not taking that much damage. Still a good Pit of Shades cast, though. Took out that whole Spearman. Boris dives back onto the Shadows caster. Sigvald says, "You fucking what?" and walks at him. And Boris is like, my bad, I'm out. And Sigvald says, "You're never out. You can never escape me." As some pink fairy horsemen try to hold Boris in place. Boris is rocking like he's a drunk. Good lord. All right, he gets back in the saddle. He gets back in the seat. Balance of power still favors the Empire. I still think the balance of power is on drugs. I've been saying it since a million years ago. You all heard it. You were all here. Nothing here can kill Sigvald. Sigvald's about to kill this whole army. If there's any Pit of Shades left, they will also be a very determining factor. Hellstriders charge in. Hellstriders hard out. Yeah, they hard out. Sure. Sure. Toddy Legendary Lord win. I'd play that campaign. Midland is great. I tried to say great and dope at the same time. You combine those words and figure out what that says. I'm not gonna do it. Seriously, balance of power? Balance of power? You being real with me right now? Look at this! They got nothing! They got nothing! Nice Burning Head is gonna try and get these guys to rout, though it looks like the Mirror Guard dodged the burnt debuff. But the balance of power still seriously thinks the Empire's got this. There's a full health Sigvald. There's all this cav from Slaanesh. The Empire's got what? What? They've got nothing. They don't have guns. They don't have faith. They don't have steel. So then what? They got nothing. They got shit. There's a match where Pegasus thought he was OP. I refuse to believe that. Alright, everybody's getting in here. To power flex on him, the Shadows Caster is probably going to Pit of Shades his own forces soon. Toddy is stuck in the middle. And Marauder Horsemen are going to chase off those Halberdiers. Even then, the men of the Empire don't even feel like coming back. It's just these swordsmen. Oh, got some Spearmen, though a downhill Hellstrider charge is going to sort them out right quick. They're gone. Big Burning Head from the Todd Bringer. Clears out everybody except for the Mirror Guard. Bounce power is still slightly Empire favored, though now for the first time in 65 years, it's like, hold on. Maybe Slaanesh has this, and Slaanesh wins it. Sag. Though I do think it was over. Nothing could touch Sigvald. Nothing. Greatsword struggled a bit. Oh, player nice to find. Husband did great. Fire Wizard did very, very well. Halberdiers did okay. The other state troops did okay. I don't like Horse Boris. I refuse to like him. Pit of Shades Caster and Sigvald got 3,100 between them. Seekers did fine. Hellstriders did okay. Marauder Horsemen did fine. Furies chased some stuff, but largely got murdered. And Devoted Marauders did decidedly okay. GG, well played. Where's Strat Games? Lobby. Join here. Sure. Hey, let's go. I got it right. Hey, Torax, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So you have this best of one, then a best of three left. Empire, Warriors of Chaos, and Khorne are his picks. That's fair. Those are decent picks. I'll allow those picks. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Dark Elves, High Elves, and Empire as bands. Alright. I'm gonna grab a drink. Alright, I'm back. Hive's corn is like a 99% win? Nah, dude. You should pre-sue beatboxing. Oh. Oh. No. I refuse to beat up boxes. They did nothing wrong. Looks like we might have Wood Elves versus Warriors of Chaos. Okay. Black Knight's build is a build. It is one that exists. I am concerned. Scroot's thinking on a build. It's got 200 gold left. I know how to make that 200 gold into not 200 gold. I can see it. I can see it in your build. Black, that build is I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I am concerned, to say the least. Is it one of the builds of all time? No. It is not. It is not one of the builds of all time. It is one of the builds of this moment. It's sus, though. I don't know how you made a more sus build than my Wood Elf build that lost to Scroot. But you did it. This moment will be erased from time? Probably. You're all gonna want to forget it. 5 gold left. On the Warriors of Chaos. Alright, we're in. It's Wood Elf infantry spam with Zotes, Ariel, and Orion? Wait, that's not a lot of DPS, my guy. That's not a lot of DPS, my dude. How are you going to kill anything? Who are you blocking for? You have 10 blocking units and no ranged units. What is this, Black Knight? I don't believe in this build. I'm scared. I'm alarmed. The Orion and Ariel meme is pretty good. It's a pretty good meme. I appreciate it, but I don't love the 10 melee infantry of the Wood Elves versus Chaos. I think it's gonna get bodied. Did my boy Toddy win? No, he did not. Those will be the goats. We'll see. It's going to best the best finals of all time. You mean the finals between Central Scrutinizer and Strat Game? Yeah, that'll be pretty hype. That'll be pretty cool. Alright. So you saw the Wood Elf build, but while they're setting up, I can't talk about this one. So there's four Glade Riders, 5 Dryads, I thought. 4 Dryads? I thought there were 5. Okay, 4 Dryads, 5 Eternal Guard, 3 of them with shields, 2 without. Orion, Ariel with Soul Stealer and Apotheosis, and then 4 Glade Riders, and of course, Zoots. People are making some choices today. Yeah, Friday Night Fights is generally more of a, like, I don't want to say casual because it makes it sound like, you know, everyone here sucks. Like, people here don't suck at the game. It's just like there's a lot of super serious long-term tournaments going on, like the BBB Season 1 and ODM's Champions of the Lady and all that shit. And Friday Night Fights is usually just like a show up, vibe, play some games, have a good time. So you're going to see some pretty weird shit, but that's part of the reason it's fun to cast. You know, it's not High Elves versus Dark Elves for the millionth time. Anyway. Chaos mostly set up. You're still moving some stuff around, but we have 3 Chaos Warhounds, 3 Hellstriders, 4 Marauder Horsemen. We have the Swords of Chaos, Chaos Knights that have Guardian, and then Archaon the Everchosen with Spirit Leech and Burning Head, and a front line of Marauders mixed with Chaos Warriors. John FB, I don't think you were sweaty tryharding. I don't think you're sweaty tryharding with fucking Red Ulgur and the Demons of Chaos. I love trying random builds during Friday Night Fights. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Like, I used to, when I was getting into the multiplayer scene, I was talking about it, I hated quick battles, and I still hate quick battles, because today, I got on a quick battle for the first time in months. I got into a quick battle, and I was like, I just want to warm up before my super try-hard best of 3 games with Uspus. And I swear to God, I queue up, I pick Skaven, the other guy picks Vampire Counts, I'm like, fine, I pick a build, we enter the game, and he immediately runs to the forest with Helman Gorst and another Mortis Engine. So he had 2 Mortis Engine effects, and he hid in the forest with 10 infantry and a bunch of Crypt Horrors. And I like walked at him till I saw he was going entirely in the forest, and I was like, all right, and just left. So fuck quick battles. Still hate them. They suck, apparently. I don't know why I can't get a single good, normal quick battle, but fuck them. Anyway. God, I hate quick battles. There's so many just toxic people. Anyway, Hellstriders of Slaanesh getting a charge on the Glade Riders. They're already going to body this unit in a 1v1, and then getting a charge on them additionally just makes it even worse. The Glade Riders take a good amount of damage, and the Hellstriders are going to peace out. It took honestly less damage than I would have thought, but there's another flank coming up on the other side. Hellstriders trying to get away. Dryads getting kited a little bit, and the Swords of Chaos are going to take a charge on some Dryads. Nah, they decide against it. They're peacing out. Archaon and Hellstriders teaming up on these Dryads. Their leadership tank's real low, and the Swords of Chaos thinking about sandwiching them in. Swords of Chaos are, they're having a bit of an indecisive day so far. They're just kind of wandering around hoping to find something they like. Alright, Swords of Chaos switching targets yet again, just running back and forth and back and forth. That's all they feel like doing today. And they are going to stop in front of some Eternal Guard. Never mind, they're running a different direction again, Swords of Chaos. Figure it out! Where do you want to be? Alright, they're running a different direction yet again. More Hellstriders running away. Marauder Horsemen trying to do a little bit of skirmishing. And Ariel is floating with some Warriors of Chaos like she just owns the place. Okay. Anyway. Scroot's mobile forces are running all around, trying to find the fight they actually want. Ariel is waddling away from the Warriors, the Chaos Warriors now, so that's also decidedly fine. And these Chaos Warriors, plus all this mobility, have penned in some Glade Riders, but will they actually get in there to punish it? We'll find out. Orion throws out one of his free spells. Genna's Golden Hounds onto the Chaos Warhounds, doing actually pretty good damage mixed with the Eternal Guards. That is almost an entirely dead Warhound. But then, oh god, the dogs turn on the Wood Elves and just murder an entire Eternal Guard as well. Oof. Vortex spells, why? But the dogs are all pushed off. Orion's also throwing down a Hawk's Talon on top of these Hellstriders while he's fighting alongside his Glade Guard. Glade Riders, Glade Spear, Eternal Guard Spear Riders? Eternal Guard Spear Riders. So things are going okay-ish for the Wood Elves so far. Damage values are about even. Dryads chasing Marauders off in the distance. Ariel and the Chaos Warriors are chilling. They're vibing. The Eternal Guard are fighting an awful lot of mobile units. Hellstriders plus the Swords of Chaos. Oof. Fighting the Glade Riders. Oh yeah, Zotes exist. Hi Zotes. They're trying to deal with the Swords of Chaos right now. And that's going less good than I would have thought. 63 melee defense versus 30 melee attack. Zotes have 30 melee attack? That's horrible. That is terrible. That is a terrible melee attack. Good God. I mean, yeah, they have some bonus versus large, but Jesus. Okay. Anyway, while Zotes attempt to get to play the game, that's not really happening. We do get a Soul Stealer down from Ariel, and it only hit those Marauders, so very unfortunate cast there. Yeah. Chaos is pulling ahead on the damage value and on the balance of power. I would tend to agree. Ariel's just been fighting some Chaos Warriors this whole time. Orion's running around, he's chilling, but Swords Chaos are good. Skirmish Cav, all 4 of them are fine. Dogs are feeling the pain a little bit. Hellstarters are feeling the pain a little bit, but there's still a ton of Chaos Warriors, and Archaon's literally full HP, so yeah. The Wood Elves are just having a hard time dealing damage. BS on Quick Battle has increased. You still get 90% good games. Yeah, I just can't seem to find the good games. I can't. Archaon dives into the Zotes and Ariel. He's trying to get a good snipe onto her. This could be the Wood Elves' way back into the game. If their Zotes and Ariel could maybe kill Archaon, but it looks like Archaon's just killing Ariel and the Zotes fuck off for a little bit. That's probably not great. And he's even gonna Burning Head some Eternal Guard to death. Ouchies. Ouchies, say the Eternal Guard. Thankfully it was undercast, so they're fine. Gehenna's Golden Hounds tearing up some Chaos Warriors. Never mind, it's going for the Dryads. Never mind, it's going for the Chaos Warriors. God, it's so close to betraying the Wood Elves, but it does not. It mostly focuses on the Chaos Warriors, so it ended up being a good cast. Friday Night Fights is objectively the best tournament in the scene. It's true. It's fucking true, dude. Let's go Black Knight. I don't know if I want Wood Elf infantry spam to win versus Warriors of Chaos. Like, being real honest, I don't know if I want that to be the way to go. Yeah. Alright, Soul Stealer plus Orion dueling with Archaon. Archaon at almost 1,000 weapon strength fighting poor Orion right now with only 40 melee defense. He's not going to fare so well against Archaon, who also does fire damage, making Orion extra weak to him, right? He has fire weakness somewhere, right? Doesn't he? He's a tree. He's a tree man, for God's sake. There it is. Yeah, he does have fire weakness. And a Spirit Leech. Whoa. Not a good time for him. Balance power kind of goes back to the middle, which is surprising, even though Black Knight is down on damage value. Zotes are fighting Swords of Chaos yet again. But that's not a fight the Zotes are going to win. I don't think. Orion's back to throwing his spears at our friend Archaon, and I don't know if he got canceled on that one, or if he just didn't throw it, or if I didn't see it. I don't know. Meanwhile, Chaos has like a lot of stuff left, you guys. Chaos has a lot of stuff left. Apotheosis onto the Zotes, trying to keep them in the fight. Ariel joining in as well. Orion probably has to get over here if they're going to win this battle in any capacity, because the Zotes, even with the healing, even with all the support, are not doing very well. Their armor-piercing anti-large is neat, but they just struggle so bad. Another Golden Hounds of Orion goes through, immediately fucks off to the deepest parts of the earth. Sort of. It's just kind of sitting in place. There we go. Now it's going off to the deepest parts of the earth. Big Soul Stealer from Ariel, trying to heal up as the last of the Zotes keep fighting, and they're gone. Goodbye, Zotes. It was nice knowing you. Soul Stealer this time did hit some dogs, some Chaos Warriors, and Archaon. But the Wood Elves are in mass exodus, leaving only Ariel and Orion really left fighting. And that is the doom. Keep the illusion of eliteness, yeah. Keep my aura balanced on large. Our auras back then were kind of weird. True. So I'm just getting caught up in chat. Tactical Glitch, you're moving? Why? Why would you move? That sounds hard. Just stay wherever you are. Swords having AP is supposed to make them function differently, they're just poorly balanced. Swords of Chaos? Yeah, they do have AP, I guess. Alright. I'll give you that one. So Ryan and Ariel still trying to fight it out. They're getting some Dryads to rally back to their cause. There are a bunch of Marauder Horsemen. Now, true, they're out of ammo, but they're still pretty solid light cav units. 22-20 for melee stats. Not bad. Archaon somewhere. Or did he die while I was reading chat? There he is. You just killed another Zote. You animal. They weren't even doing anything to you. They weren't doing anything to anyone. They were trying to do stuff to people, but it just was not, it was not taking. Orion's still just chucking javelins at the Swords of Chaos. We see one take a nasty shot and die. Rip in peace. Another Spirit Leech onto Orion, but he is going to get to the point where Spirit Leeches stop working on him, because if he gets low enough, he's going to pop his heal from the Cloak of Isha, so he's going to hit a critical mass where he gets as low as he can get before the healing's just going to start taking over, like that. So apparently, like, 1850 is as low as he can get. So any more Spirit Leeches on Orion are unfortunately kind of wasted. Could use them on Ariel. I don't know how many Soul Stealers she has left. She's thrown out a decent amount of them. And some Apotheoses. But actually, knowing from every Malekith game ever, she probably actually has a lot of Soul Stealers left. Maybe like 3. Do I still have liquid in this? Fuck yeah. Alright, Orion and the Dryads running around, doing Orion and the Dryad things. Still have the Swords of Chaos, and they charge back in, punt some Dryads. Get in deep as Orion counterattacks him. Ariel's still in here fighting. And I sense if Archaon's going to come in here that we'll probably get a Soul Stealer. There it is. Yeah, but you're a genius! I know. I know. I'm so smart. Big Soul Stealer, going to heal up Ariel a little bit, though it's not like she really needed the healing. And now Archaon's he's just going to commit to the fight anyway, he doesn't give a shit. Orion's trying to waddle his way over and aid his wife. Slayer of Kings is popped. Ariel's 50 melee defense is not saving her from Archaon just yet. Another Spirit Leech onto Orion. Again, I think that's a bit of a wasted target because he's going to start healing whenever he gets low. So you need burst damage to really take him down. Or to whittle him down over time, I suppose. But Ariel's probably the better target for that, being the caster and seeing that her heal cap is closer to being dead. She hasn't really landed a hit on Archaon this whole time. Her 40 melee attack is nothing compared to his 60 melee defense and high armor and all that stuff. Yeah, she's just not an equal combatant at all. Orion's still trying to get here, but the balance of power is shifting into the no man's land territory. Ariel is sinking down. She is dying. She, like, literally hasn't landed a single melee attack onto Archaon, and it's kind of sad. Goddamn, Ariel. No Spirit Leech onto Orion. Now that's the good decision, because obviously everything else has broken, so you just gotta eventually take him down, and Ariel disappointed me. Wizard does not beat Olgar. Olgar let the wizard win for a date. It's possible. Yeah, her pretty abysmal melee stats, 40 melee attack, and then her weapon strength not being very high armor piercing just meant fighting an opponent with a higher melee defense and a very high armor value did not go well for poor Ariel. Orion is now trying to fight the entire world. Don't think that's going to work for him. Another Spirit Leech trying to drag him down. And that is it. Cool, cool. I'll go to the scoreboard version of the screen because the finals is best of 3. Archaon 5,200 value. Classic Archaon things. Like, you think I'm joking, but he actually gets pretty insane values when used correctly. And here he got to fight 2 very expensive lords that kept healing themselves and feeding him more value, but Archaon's kind of nuts. Marauder Horsemen did very nicely. Dogs did fine. Hellstriders did fine. And then the Chaos Frontline did fine. But Archaon hard carry. On the other side, Orion 2000, almost 2000 on Ariel. Zote's 900 value-ish, even though they're fighting Swords of Chaos and Archaon all game. Zote's, like, I didn't realize their melee attack was so god-awful. It's like 30. That's terrible. That's terrible for a 1,700 gold unit. Because what are Dragon Ogres? Wow, it's only 32. No wonder these units suck. Damn. Because Trolls have a 34, and they cost like half as much. Chaos Spawn have 36. That's just not good. That right there? Just not good. Give me a caster. What are like good monstrous infantry? Minotaurs have 30. Ogres 28 on their basic unit. Crushers 44. 54 on the Crusher ROR. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't feel like enough. 30 feels really low. They have a 26 bonus versus large, but they couldn't hit anything to save their lives. Because they fought stuff they were supposed to fight all game long, and they got half their value back, which is just bad. Just bad. It's just not good. Though I will say some monstrous stuff had less melee attack than I would have thought. So they're not that bad compared to other monstrous stuff, but I think monstrous stuff in general might need slightly better melee attack. Alrighty. Finals time with the Central Scroot and Strat game. I'm going to cut the because otherwise his name is too long. Central Scroot and Strat game. Dragon Ogres suck. Dragon Ogres do suck. I had a brief love affair with them, and then they took forever to kill a single Grail Relic, and they lost to horse characters they're supposed to fight, and they're very expensive, and I heal cap them every game with Festus, and they still don't pay for themselves, and they make me sad. Though Cool Umbrella did have one cool game of Dragon Ogres doing well against me. And that was fun. And they were very fun to use. I used them in like 10 or 11 games after that, and they were very, very, very fun. Fun is also a stat. But I think they're a little overcosted. Depends on the matchup, though, obviously. If you can guarantee some large targets from the fight, maybe they'll do okay. It's best of 3 for the final, yeah. Who the frick is messaging me? Rat Ogres are good. Rat Ogres are pretty good. The Skin Wolves for Northscar are still pretty good. They seem very hit and miss, and I don't know what makes them hit or what makes them miss. There are games where Skin Wolves are gods, and they just don't die, and they'll come back at like 1 HP and fight to the very death. And there are games where Skinwolves are fucking cowards and route at half HP and just run straight off the map with nothing pursuing them. I don't know what the difference is. And before you ask, Human Boy, you just suck with Skinwolves. Nope, that's happened for me, that's happened against me. It's happened for my enemies, it's happened against my enemies. I don't know what it is. Skinwolves, each Skinwolf is a unique butterfly, and you don't know what kind of Skinwolf it is until you just let it get to low HP and figure it out. Ice Wolves and Hounds? Ice Wolves and Hounds are really good. Alright, we have a dwarf pick from Scroot versus Skaven from Strat Game. How the fuck did this happen? What was the pick and ban that led to dwarves versus Skaven? Oh god. I wonder if it was Dwarves, Empire, and blank, and then Strat picked Skaven, ban, whatever blank was, and then you have Empire and Dwarves, which are both equally bad versus Skaven right now. Vermeer's stats are quite bad. I don't know. Some Norscan players have been having a lot of success with them, though. Sorry, my stepmom texted me. Just wanted to see what you wanted. Hazel snuffling. Snuffleball, snuffleball. Your new patron? Meet Aaron? I don't want to meet Aaron! Also, thanks for becoming a patron, Aaron. I don't want to meet him! Thanks, buddy. You're the best. And I'm bad at saying thank you in a meaningful way, because I usually... Whenever I have real emotions, I turn them into being silly. Ogre Bulls have this problem too, and some infantry and their stats and paper okay, not to mention stream pile of trash that are Mournfangs. Dude, Mournfang's stats are so good, and then in practice, they always... Dude, they fail. They fail to capitalize on their stats. I don't know. Umbrella, you and I were talking recently about Dragon Ogres and Festus and stuff. I'm having fun with those Warriors of Chaos builds, but I'm losing a lot. And I don't know if you saw the stream yesterday for the Land Battle with Cap Points mod, but it took my Dragon Ogres surrounding a Grail Relic an awful long time to not kill it and then abandon it. And then they surrounded Enri Lamassif and another Paladin. It took them an awfully long time to just lose to them anyway. And I was like, God, man, what the fuck? These Dragon Ogres. Some games they look so good, some games they look so bad. Oh, it was my Ogre Kingdoms. That's who you used them against me. I was trying to think. I was like, there was a battle where, Umbrella made them look really good. I was trying to think of it. But yeah, Ogres would be great for Dragon Ogres. A lot of good large targets. Yeah. Who wins, Zotes or Toads? Zotes. Zotes for sure. Alrighty. We have Skaven. We have Dwarves. They don't get good surrounds in single entities. That sounds familiar. Monty Python Guerrero OP. Hi, Eli. I don't know if you're the Eli I know in real life or if you're any other Eli on the planet Earth, but hi, Eli. So it's also costs 3 times as much as Toads. So you could get 3 Toads per Zote. And honestly, The Zote might still win. So important question, where are they? You don't see a lot of Bretonnia these days, but when you do, actually, Guerrero Leaks are kind of coming back on the meta a little bit. Yeah, I actually think that 3 Toads versus a Zote, that's 150 more gold than the Zote, but I'll give it, like, I'll allow it. I still think the Zotes would beat all 3 Toads. Alright, let's do this. We got a game to cast. You know of me. I don't think I do. I don't know if the Eli I know in real life knows that this video game exists. I don't think I do. Alright, both sides are setting up, so I'm going to talk about dumb bullshit for another couple seconds until I can cast what their builds are. Ooh, the Spine of Sotek Dwarves! Their flag is decidedly meh, because it looks exactly like regular dwarves. But the symbol is cool, and I love the Spine of Sotek Dwarves in the campaign, so I'm a big fan of the sub-faction choice. Again, the actual flags just look like regular dwarfs. Pretty meh. Decidedly meh. Is Yoonboy as much of a nerd? Fuck you, Grace Allen. Whoever Grace Allen is. Also, Grace, you're a mod now. Have fun being a mod. Add as a managing moderator or a standard moderator? I'm gonna go standard mod because I don't want to give you managing mod power when I don't even understand what that is. Hummus is a fake nerd. I'm not a fake. I ain't fake shit. I ain't fake nothing. Why you mean to me? Why you mean to me? You can't just come into my stream. You could join the stream at any second if you wanted to. You have that liberty. You don't need to take to chat to harass me. Grace is my fiance, by the way. That's who that lady is. You're gonna mod the shit out of everything. Your future wife. That's getting ahead of yourself. Alright, let's stick with fiance for now. We haven't crossed that finish line yet. She can say no at any point. She's out there ready. What even is a magic mod? I don't know, Coops. I don't know. The Dwarven Box is formed. So let's talk about it. Hi, Grace. I saw you.
Why are you mean to me?
I'm mean to you because you're mean to me.
Why are you mean to me?
Why are you mean to me?
Why are you mean to me?
Hi, Grace. Bye, Grace.
Bye.
Okay. Grace is silly. Alright. Belgar Ironhammer is here. He is the Lord. He has just rally, but otherwise he's nice and cheap. 4 gyrocopters, brimstone gun, brimstone gun, brimstone gun, brimstone gun. 4 brimstone guns. Some minors of blasting charges. Looks like 5 of them. 3 cannons, Dragonback Slayer, and some Dwarf Warriors. Cool. On the other side, for the Skaven, triple Jezzails, triple Globes, Flensing Ruin, Warp Lightning, and Warpstone Armor caster, Warlock Engineer, Deathmaster Snitch with just the Deathmaster Sigil and Cloak of Shadows, and then a bunch of Skaven Slave Slingers and Death Runners, some Wolf Rats, and some Skaven Slaves in the distance. But this is one of the 2 ways that the Dwarves can play it. They can either kind of go for like a Slayer, Vanguard, Ranger, Binders of Blasting Charge rush and surprise the Skaven, or you can go with Mass Artillery and helicopters and try and snipe them out. Those cannons need to shoot something besides Skaven Slaves, though. I'm getting a little concerned about that. They need to be shooting at probably the Jezzails, maybe the Globes, but probably the Jezzails. If the Jezzails get in range, they'll wreck all the cannons easily. Hi, Grace. Grace is... I don't know what to do with Grace being in the chat. I'm not used to this. I feel extra pressure now. Alright. Please ask where are the Doom Wheels? Doom Wheels suck. Even Grace knows that. Grace doesn't even play this game, and she talks to me every day about how much Doom Wheels suck. Your fiance is technically your ex-girlfriend? Technically, yeah. Also, minus a blasting charge is going to wreck those Death Runners. Okay, the Death Runners ran away. Good, smart. Where are the Doom Wheels? I don't like you teaming up with Chad. It's scary. What do I do? What would the slings do here? They're probably for Slayers. Probably, but now they're shooting at cannons. Cannons firing into the Giselles, doing really nice damage to them. Gotta take them out so then the Gyrocopters can reign supreme. Make Human Boy play Dark Elves or Soul 23 factions? Oh, don't. No. No. I hate Dark Elves. I hate some other factions more than Dark Elves, though, to be fair. Skaven's still trying to move up. Still trying to get some things done. Cannons, but you can see how much more damage they're doing now that they focused onto the Giselles. That's for sure the right target, not the Slingers. I didn't lose round 1, I lost round 2. I won round 1 versus Mr. Umbrella. Alright, Deathmaster Snitch probably going to net Belegar here soon and then get fully in onto him for that fight that he wants. Little melee buff there. And a cannon pushes Snitch off. Super easily. Looked like it was even accidental. Gisele's still taking down the Gyrocopters though. They moved up a little too aggressively without having them taken out by the cannons first, so now you can see how much they're just taking a shit ton of damage. Belegar's still getting sniped. I didn't lose round 1, I lost round 2! God, I just don't like anybody. Mars Blast Charge is trying to chase down the Poisonman Globes, but they are getting shredded. Wolfrat's diving in as well. Dwarves are actually holding their own better than I would have thought at this point, though. It seems because the Giselles are being held up by all these Gyrocopters. And the cannons, making short work of them. If you can get them to start routing, that's pretty key, because then the Gyrocopters can finish them off. And all 4 gyros still in the sky. That's nice. Again, I really don't like that they're being used to trade directly with the Giselles, because you see how much damage they're taking, which is bad. Is there something wrong with the ROR Rat Snipers? I see everyone bringing the normal version. Eh, it's just cheaper, and Fate of Buna's going to kill it anyway, so I think people fall out of the habit. Dwarf Warriors, minus Blast Charges, everybody just taking a bunch of damage from the Poison Wind Glows, but so far the Dwarves still ahead on the damage value. Gyrocopters trying to chase off last of these Warp Block Giselles, but... oh god. They're taking so much damage. Cannon's doing great work to those Giselles, though. Big Overcasted Cleansing Ruin and Deathmaster Snitch still diving in onto Belegar, trying to finish him off. The cannons are in danger, and the bounce power is already in the favor of the Skaven, despite the damage value difference. And as soon as these cannons get shut down, you're going to see that damage value skyrocket for the Skaven, because all their ammunition counts as value. So once they actually die, you'll see the Skaven catch right up. Last of the Giselles getting routed, but it doesn't matter at this point. The Dwarves are overwhelmed by the Skaven front line. It's only a matter of time now as Belegar is about to rout. He was negative for a second there, then he came back. You know what? You're a bully. You're a bully to me. Vampire counts some Demon Gods from Villain's Age. No. No. I think it's pretty much all Ogre now. Just some Dwarf Warriors fighting, but, I mean, there's a full health Poison Globe back here that can kill everything that's left. Cannons getting nuked by globes. They're also hitting the poor little doggos. The poor little doggos that almost ran away, decided not to. They clung to life, but not for very much longer. Dragonback Slayers getting shot by their own friends, unfortunately. And I love how the slingers that were taken for the Slayers aren't shooting the Slayers now. They're just shooting at Gyrocopters. There are no bugs in Warhammer 3. Stop the slander this instant. Why would you say that? My channel is built on Warhammer 3 bugs. Bye, Grace! Grace thought the original dating sim was super cringe. She's not a fan of the dating sims. I think they're funny. Dwarves still up on damage value, but they are about to army loss, so... a little different there. A little different on the damage value. Snitch getting sniped up by the Gyrocopters pretty effectively, but there's just not going to be any follow-up. Like, even if they kill Snitch, what kills the rest of the army? Fucking nothing. that is that. GG. 1-0 to L Strat game. And that's how Skaven is good into dwarves. Gisele's not much value. They're mostly shooting a Gyrocopter Zell game. Warlock Engineer did fine. Snitch did fine. Death Runners didn't have to do very much. Globes got up in there, got some decent value. Wolf Rats did fine. And Slingers did nicely. The other side for the dwarves, Belagar got wrecked. Dragmax Slayers did well. Gyrocopters mixed, but overall okay. Cannons did fine. Dwarf Warriors got bodied, minus blasting charges, mixed, but yeah, it's a tough one. It's a toughie. Alright, I'm gonna go beat her up quick. BRB.
What you doing? What you doing? No. Hey, kitty cat. What you doing? Hazel, come here! Hazel, come here! Come here! Come here! Come here, puppy dog! Come here, puppy dog! Come here! Say hi to everybody! Come here and say hi to everybody! Hold on! Hold on!
Nah, Mukau's not coming. Hey, pup. You're a good pup. I see the Mukau watching us. She's a good puppy. Yeah, good. Yeah. You. Pop, pop. I can't see chat right now because I have my stream software pulled up. Oh, she's looking at Grace now. She is very cute. Now she's looking at the Mukau. Alright, Mukau, your turn. Alright, Mukau. Scoop! Oh, he tried to get away. He couldn't. Scoopy boy, getting his scoop. Don't sniff his peen. Don't do that. God.
That's not.
That's inappropriate. When they've seen everybody else, do they see you?
Am I in the frame? Oh, hi.
That's Grace.
Hi, everyone. Bye, everyone.
What do we call him when he's getting his pets? Floppy boy getting his floppy pets.
But he's not flopped right now. So
He's not flopped right now, but he is getting pets.
He is getting pets because he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's a good boy. Yeah.
All right, everybody got here. Got here. Show.
Come on,
Go on. Got here.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Fix the camera, and then I'm gonna pop in. I haven't read chat for a long time. Hi. Okay. And dog cat relation sniffing's one. It's just polite. It's true. It's true, man. Dating sim, a fun couples activity. Don't give Cyrus ideas. Cyrus is scary with ideas. Yeah, you met the whole family. Hazel Basil, Ed, Grace, me. We're trying to... You thought Grace wasn't a real person? She's real. I didn't make her up. She's real. We're trying to get some wedding stuff figured out. Can I just say that like everything around a wedding feels like a racket? We're looking at our biggest issue right now is caterers. Caterers for our wedding, like the cheapest ones we can find. Now, I know you can find cheaper ones, but the venue we wanted to go with only has a certain list of caterers that they've partnered with, and you feel like a captive audience because like the cheapest one we can find is about $60 a plate. So for like you get a pretty okay chicken breast, some potatoes, and like grilled asparagus or a salad or something. $60 fucking per person for an 100+ person wedding. So the caterers are costing, when they give us their quotes, they're like $9,000 to $11,000, and we're like, that is a fucking lot. So we don't know what we're gonna do about that yet. I saw that interview with an actress who pretended to be dating. Yeah, that was a nice lady. Call it a birthday party. We should tell this venue that we don't want to go with them and we're going to go somewhere else, and then we reapply to them as we want to have a large birthday party at this venue. Just rent a grill and have both father-in-laws rotate on grilled. Oh god. Unused username, that sounds terrible, dude. Yeah, Long Paul, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because we both, like... Well, I can't speak for Grace. From what she's told me, and then from what I know about myself, we both kind of want, like, the song and dance type wedding. You know, we don't really want the informal one. Most of my cousins and a lot of my friends are getting informal ones. But... I don't know. It's something I've always wanted. And it's like, it's traditionally thought, you know, to be, oh, it's the girl's dream to have the perfect wedding, and it's what she always wants. And boys just show up, and then they drink beer, and then they go play football, and then they masturbate in the garage. But it's like, I don't know. I've had ideas for what I wanted to do for my wedding since I was pretty young. Like, I got some ideas for the day. I think it's going to be lit. I'm excited for it. And then to, like, see that like an intensely personal moment for you is this very aggressive, greedy opportunity for a bunch of companies to try and take you for a ride. You're like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm not an idiot. I know you're trying to take me for a fucking ride, but I don't have any options to get the objective that I want. Like, here is the thing that I want. How do I accomplish that? Go with one of these different companies that's trying to completely fucking rob you. Oh, okay, great. That feels great. And there's not really like a ton of great options. Now we are still looking, we're still figuring stuff out, but it's just, it so far seems everywhere we turned, like the whole industry seems to have collaborated to decide, all right, none of us are going to shortchange the others, right? Right. We're all going to have about the same pricing? Right. $80 for a plate of chicken. The fuck? How is that the real market value? There's no true capitalism in that. There's no way you are all competing to get the lowest possible price and like the most efficient service. There's no way all of you decided $80 for a plate of chicken is the lowest you can go. What could you possibly do? Yeah, Long Paul, that's fair. Drink whiskey, that's Fanning. Hi, Aaron. Can you buy a bottle of Four Roses for your wedding? I'll check it out. I know they have like a catering service and a bar they want us to go through. We were thinking about hosting wine and beer for people, but then also if you want a cocktail, we might host like our favorite drinks. So Grace would pick her favorite drink, and I'd pick probably a Moscow Mule. And then if you order one of those, you can have that. But if you want to order whatever the fuck you want, then you're paying for it, I guess. It's true. Did Strat win the best of 3? No, it was just game 1. They're doing picks for game 2. It looks like we have Dark Elves versus Ogres. Hey, it's Dark Elves! First Dark Elves of the stream! Is it a 5-star plate of Cathayan mountain chicken roasted upon the Imperial Palace of Vienna with 1,000-year-old cherry blossom locks? It better be. Yeah. It's tough, you know. My in-laws did signature cocktails and they're awesome. Hell yeah. It has to be smuggled past the Ogre Kingdoms. The ogres are pretty fun in the books I'm reading. Right now I'm reading The Curse of Undeath. Oh, okay, that's a rant I could go into while these two set up their armies. Dude, The Curse of Undeath took the biggest turn I've ever seen. So the books in order were The Red Duke, which was tight. I ranted about it on stream previously as a meme because it's a funny meme that, like, how many times in the book the main character says, and that's the end of the Red Duke, and then you're like, but actually, you know, because they just never find his body. Like, I pushed him over the edge of this castle and I never found the body below. He's dead. He's not dead. So that book was hilarious for that reason, but it was also Bretonnian, and Bretonnian stories are fuego. Bretonnian stories are incredible in the Warhammer lore. They're just great. They're just awesome because Bretonnians are so silly and they just lean into it. I don't know. You know how voice acting in the Total War games is great? It's like that, but in written form, where it's just all the characters are living their best lives, and it's awesome. Derek, I'll get to that in a second. I'm just going to finish my thought before I lose it, but that looks like a very informative post that I don't want to ignore. And then the second book I read was Ancient Blood, which is the Strigani, which are the Strigoi Ghoul King's vassals. And they're running around robbing people and doing carnivals and stuff, and then they get cornered by the Elector Count of Averland and have to fight for their lives. And it's very, very little about the vampire counts, except for there's a complete... I won't even say a B plot, it's an F plot. Like, that's how far down the plots it is. There's a Strigoi Ghoul King Lord, Ushoran, the original Strigoi, just walking around the Empire, killing people and asking questions. I swear to God, that's the plot. Like, you know, Tabitha and Angor are fighting for their very lives. Scene change. Ushoran walks up to a castle. It's pretty. He had a castle like this once. He goes inside. He looks at a painting. Paintings are nice. I miss having paintings. Maybe I'll get some. Cut back. The wagons are on fire. Circle up the wagons that aren't on fire. Hold them back. They broke through. They're killing the women and the children. Not the women and the children. Jesus Christ. Hard cut. So, why have you come to visit me, vampire? I missed hanging out with people, Mr. Count Man. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good too. Hey, can I have some wine? Okay. This is nice. Like, it's so fucking random. But I loved it. I will say, this third book sucks. And it's probably just me. All right? It's probably just me. When I'm reading a book, I usually like red meat. I like action. I like intrigue. I like things to be happening. I don't really like table setting that much. I don't. The third book is called The Curse of the Necrarch. And the Necrarch bloodline of the vampire accounts are just the fucking nerds. They're just nerds. All they want to do is learn magic. They want to get better at magic. And when they get good enough at magic, they cast a spell so stupid that they accidentally kill themselves. That's their whole plot. That's all they want to do. So I'm reading about this fucking nerd living in a basement, studying bones, and he's shitting his pants about these bones. And it's legit. I'm about 40 pages into it, and nothing has happened. It's just this guy shitting his pants about how cool bones are. And I'm like, all right. So I have to, like, stop myself from skimming, because I try not to do that, but I get really impatient very quickly. But I'll start reading a paragraph, and he's like, the femur is rather exquisite. Skip. Next paragraph. I wondered, does it fit together with the tibia? Skip. The hip bones had a strange mark on them. Skip. Next chapter. I think the skull is missing a tooth, and I'm like, skip the whole chapter! It's so bad. Anyway. Alright. These guys are going to set up their builds for a second. I'm going to get caught up on chat a bit. I suggest checking out the subreddit Weddings Under 10K. You'll likely find some ideas on cost saving, even if you're planning on having a bigger production. I'll have to make a note of that. Weddings Under 10K. Thanks, Derek. He's just asking for directions to use at KFC. Vampire story still better than Twilight. Yeah, Ushoran was just having his own day while you like listen to the Strigani's plight. And it's funny like how much the Strigani love Ushoran and how much they worship him and all this stuff, and meanwhile his B plot is just wandering around while they're dying. But it's not his fault that he's not there. Like, he literally just woke up from being pseudo dead for 1,000 years and he's kind of figuring out where he is or what's going on. It's just weird. It's weird, but not in a bad way, that the author decided to include Ushoran in the story, because he has no effect on the main plot. He's just wandering around. It's like, oh, by the way, Ushoran, he's over there. It's like this story of this family in, let's say, I'm going to use Europe, right? Because most people know the geography of Europe. This family in Italy is struggling to survive. Will they fall in love? Will they do anything? By the way, over in Portugal, Ushoran woke up and he asked a guy for a glass of wine. Just heads up, in Portugal, that's happening. Anyway, back to Italy. It's like, okay. And I finished the book. He never went to Italy. He never did anything. Ushoran just fucked off. Forever. It was super pointless. Alright. Dark Elves versus Ogre Kingdoms. We have 4 Dark Rider repeater crossbows, then 4 more Dark Riders, 2 Cold One Knights. In the back, 4 Dread Spears and a Black Guard of Naggarond, but they're chilling very far away. And we have Malekith with Soul Stealer, Gaze of Malice, and Power of Darkness. For the Ogres! 4 Sabertusk packs, 2 Crushers with great weapons, one of which is the Sky Strider ROR, the other one is just, a normal one. A bunch of Ogre Bulls, some with Iron Fists, some without. 5 Nobbler Trappers, and a Slaughtermaster of the Great Maw with Troll Guts. Cold One Knight's almost getting caught out. Malekith is going to land in front of Crushers. Now, you have to be careful. Sometimes Malekith can get punished for this kind of thing. There are a lot of games that I have lost, however, where Malekith did something quote-unquote dumb, and I was the dumb one for trying to punish him, and then he just Soul Stealer and walked away, and he was fine. This is looking like one of the more serious times that he gets caught, though, because, man, he is caught. Soul Stealer is going to go in. Never mind. Literally, as soon as I say that, he just walks the fuck out. Soul Stealer hits 3 units, and he is perfectly fine. Anyway, Sabertusk are chasing down the Dark Rider Peter crossbows. The rest of this cavalry of the Dark Elves is getting run down. And their other Cav contingent is nowhere near the fight. So this is the entire Ogre army versus a couple Dark Elf Cav units. They're having a tough time getting out of here, and it looks like that is going to be a quick win for the Ogre Kingdoms on that flank. Dark Riders still trying to get away from Sabertusk packs. The other Dark Riders are going to try and shoot at them in the meantime, but now they're just going to get run down. If they get the Frostbite applied to them from the Sky Striders, they are doomed. Looks like they might be able to avoid that fate. Malekith is coming over to try to assist. Meanwhile, these repeater crossbows are trying to kite a little bit. Now could be the revenge of the Dark Elves. They could get some charges here. But the problem with Nobbler Trappers is why they're such a strong unit is if you start really killing them, they'll use their Trixie Trap things on you. The Nobbler Traps, that'll do some damage and slow you down and such. And yeah. Peter crossbows running behind some spears. Now the rampaging Sabertusk packs cannot stop, so they will be sprinting straight into Dread Spears, and that'll end up being a good trade for the Dark Elves overall. Sky Strider's getting shot by some Peter crossbow fire, but things again going well for the Ogres in their own game. Sky Strider's going to take a little bit of punishment, but overall will be fine. The Sabertusk magically stopped rampaging. I have never seen the Sabertusk stop rampaging before. It's a magical sight. And Malekith the land, close to terror routing them. 7 leadership, 9. Looks like they'll get away without being terror routed. Dark Riders somehow ended up in melee combat with Ogre Bulls with Iron Fists. This is a lot going on the battlefield for the Dark Elves, so it's pretty easy to make little mistakes like that. And he is just going to bait them back into more Dread Spears, so that could be an okay time for him in the end. Saber-Tooth Pack's getting charged by Dark Riders and shot by the others repeated crossbows. Maybe they can rout them off. Meanwhile, big pick here onto the Ogres. Not for the Ogres, onto them. The Dark Elves are catching up a little bit on that damage value, getting some decent stuff out here. Sky Striders have fallen back to their main formation along with the Crushers. But the repeater crossbows, they took a little bit of damage. They have a ton of ammunition, though. It's not like the long game necessarily favors the Ogres. Rampaging Saber-Tusk take a nasty volley from these guys, but they'll probably chase them down. They'll be okay. Peter crossbows? No, I can think of his crossbows that make a Peter Griffin laugh when they're shot. That'd be silly. Kickers they end up against Italy. Just say everyone bring hot dish or casserole. We could just have a potluck. Hell yeah. Is chat invited to the human household wedding and cakes have 2 rats? Of course. Of course. Grace would love that. She is equally as big a fan of rats as I am, clearly. Yeah. Alright. I got caught mostly up on chat. So, Malekith is diving down into the group. Dark Elves are continuing to kite. And from a rough start, they have rallied rather nicely. As I say that, some Dark Riders are getting caught by Saber-Tooth Packs. They could rout here pretty soon. Peter Crossbow still trying to do good damage to the Sky Striders. And again, Cold Knights are opting into a fight that they can't really get out of, so they are committed for the long haul. Looks like we are getting a breath attack over into the area. And it managed, okay, it ended up being a nice breath attack, managed not to hit the Cold Knights, but still, the Cold Knights are going to entirely die. Big Soul Stealer Punish coming in from Malekith, going to hit all 4 of those units. But there is an overcasted Troll Guts onto the Sky Striders, so they will be more than fine. Malekith's back in it. Oh, and a 3, maybe even 4 for 1 Gaze of Malice. Nice job from that bound ability that has multiple casts, so pretty good stuff there. Meanwhile, Dark Riders, again, under harassment. And Dark Riders, the basic Dark Riders are going to chase out some Saber-Tusks, so they're doing fine. Dark Elves have caught back up on the damage value, so good for them. Though we do have a massive breakthrough as the Sky Striders and some Ogre Bulls are going to try and catch the kiting elements. One of them is going to rout. Another one's just taking a little bit of heat. Dread Spears have been committed to the frontline fight for the first time this game. More Dark Riders and Blackguard coming back to guard their skirmish cav. And Malekith doing Malekith things, taking a lot of shots from Nalbar Trappers, and he's in the middle of the Sky Striders, but he should be getting bailed out soon-ish by repeater crossbows. No, it looks like these ones have places to go. Things to do. Oh, now they all get attack orders onto the Crushers. That's going to take them dangerously close to these Ogre Bulls with Iron Fists, so I don't know if they're going to want that. It looks like Strat's not quite noticed how close these Ogre Bulls are to these guys. That who's got other shit going on. Dread Spears that are deep in the formation are getting surrounded, are getting killed. Dark Elves are, again, a little lower on the balance of power. Big Soul Stealer's going to hit like 5 units, but a lot of them are Noblars. Though Malekith needed the healing good, because if it was just a damage one, like he was full HP and they cast that, I would be very concerned, but nice terror routes on these last 2 guys, so now the repeater crossbows are free and clear to do whatever they wish. Looks like right now they are just reforming ranks. The Sky Striders are almost heal capped. Yeah, they're almost heal capped. Other than the Sky Striders, we have some Noblars. The other Crushers half HP, though I don't see their heal cap anywhere. And Blackguard are murdering some Ogre Bulls. I think the Dark Elves are actually doing alright. I think they're doing alright. She's marrying clearly a human boy? Yeah, I'll have to address that at some point. I'll have to, like, let her know. You know I'm a rat. I have 3 rats in a trench coat, right? That is a mass rout from the Ogres. Like, everything is running. Crushers trying to fight Malekith, but they're just getting gunned down by these 4 repeater crossbow cav. Good lord. They're starting to run away now. They do have an overcasted Troll Guts that'll do way more healing than anybody would have thought possible. But healing caps exist. You can only heal so much. And, I think a lot of the Ogres are going to be running into that. Now, we still have the Blackguard somewhere. Yeah, the Blackguard are in here. Sky Strider's getting worked on by Malekith, and this is a problem I run into in so many games, and I have done this a million times, so I'm not trying to be a dick and say, like, wow, why don't you just ignore Malekith? I know, when he lands, he's so tempting to go attack, but you just, like, do no damage to him, and then he's going to heal it up anyway. Every game I enter with Dark Elves, I'm like, okay, Human Boy, ignore Malekith, and you'll be fine. And then I'm like, but I can snipe him, though! And then I can't, and then I lose. These Crushers with the Overcasted Troll Guts, it brings them all the way back to full HP, but the Sky Striders are Terror routed off and naturally routing with only 1,300 HP left to them, and they are heal capped. Saber Tusks are chasing up in the distance now. This is a big moment for the Ogres. They have pushed these Dark Rider Repeater Crossbows back. They are chasing them up into the hillside, and the Dark Elves are running out of things to stand between them and danger and allow them to really sit and shoot. So it looks like they're just going to have to stop and fire point-blank range. Malekith's coming in to try and tear out off some stuff. But I do worry for the Dark Elves a little bit if they can't get these Blackguard of Nagaron to be fighting the Crushers. The Crushers are actually they're trying to opt into a fight with the Blackguard, which seems rather bold. Still have 2 breath attacks from Malekith. Still have 2 breath attacks. Crushers do opt into the fight. Quick breath attack onto them from Malekith. Pretty good damage considering it only hit a few models, so nice stuff there. And you can see their heal caps. There's really not that much healing left the Ogres can give to their big units. Blackguard of Nagaron trying to get back to the high ground. They might want to just stop and fight. And some Repeater Crossbows are trying to finish off the last of these Sky Striders. And another Soul Stealer. That Soul Stealer seems a bit aggressive. Not going to use it on the full health Crushers. Going to use it instead of the almost dead Sky Striders. And I guess some Ogre Bolts, but who cares about that. Blackguard getting Cycle Charged. They are taking a lot of damage, but they're doing what they need to. Dark Elves again in the Ascension on the balance of power. The Repeater Crossbows have been firing all game, and they still have a ton of ammunition. That is the difference between them and Scourge-Runner Chariots, is just how much ammo they have to burn through. Now it's Malekith versus some Gnoblars versus some Crushers. He also has to be careful, though. His invincibility comes at a cost. There is eventually a heal cap, and you will eventually kind of sort of hit it. And since he's hit his heal cap, that means he might be out of Soul Stealers. Usually he just hits his heal cap and then runs out of Soul Stealers, so he's probably used all of his Winds of Magic at this point. Peter Crossbow still trying to kill the last of the Sky Striders. And the Blackguard of Nagaron have taken an awful lot of damage in this trade, but they're such an elite unit that they usually stay fighting to the very end. Dismember is cast on some of these Peter Crossbows, but Crushers are doing ogre things, and for some reason just completely stalling out for literally no reason, failing to do any attacks, and now they charge onto the Dark Riders, but they're getting rear charged by other Dark Riders, and Malekith is here, though they completely obliterate one of the Repeater Crossbows. So, good play there from the Ogres. Another Troll Guts is going onto them. It'll heal cap them, but that's about it. The sweet Siren Call of the Witch King, yeah. It's so hard not to, like, punish the large Dragon Lord that lands in the middle of you, but it's Malekith and you just can't punish him. 48 melee defense is decently high for a dragon, I guess, but 15% physical resist, yada yada. Malekith's still fighting. Some Ogre Bulls got a decent charge on the Repeater Crossbows before they realized they had to back up. There's other Repeater Crossbows with a good amount of ammo and 10 models, but they're too low in leadership. It looks like they're just going to leave forever. Repeater Crossbows continuing to kite. Malekith continuing to fight. Blackguard of Nagaron also continuing to just scrap it out. The Crushers are officially heal capped. Ogre units have it, you think? I don't know. Malekith's still landing on these Crushers. This man has no fear despite his heal cap being hit. Peter Crossbow Cav still providing supporting fire. Crusher's going to terror out. Now his power shifts further into favor of the Dark Elves. Gnoblar Trapper's trying to punish him. Blackguard down to 330 HP. And more Dark Riders going to charge in. They want to punish these Crushers, but the Crushers down to 5 models, down to 1,000 HP. And the Dark Riders lining up for another shot. Really no Ogre units around that can help out. It is just Gnoblars at this point. They can't catch these Dark Riders if they wanted to. 1,200 HP on the Crushers. Malekith is gunning for him. He has decided to hunt them rather than be hunted, apparently. But they do just turn around and fight with the last of their strength, and I think that is correct. You can see they've already taken 1,000 HP off of Malekith. And these Repeater Crossbow Cav have to get them off of him. This has been a dangerous gambit from Malekith, and he's finally getting punished for it after the whole game. He's lost 2,000 HP since he engaged the Crushers. Crushers getting shot in the back. Then they finally do break. which is a huge moment for the Dark Elves, but Malekith really did not enjoy that trade whatsoever. Bounce power still up for the Dark Elves, just barely, but did go way back towards the middle. Dark Riders getting shot by Gnoblar Trappers, some Blackguard coming back, other Repeater Crossbow Cav coming as well, and Malekith's just going to focus on chasing those Crushers. He wants nothing to do with them. Now, he does have one more Breath Attack, I think. No, he used them both. Damn, I was going to say, if he had one more Breath Attack, maybe he could, like, knock out one of these Gnoblars or something. Yeah, that last trade was a little too aggressive, where his Repeater Crossbows were already shooting at the Crushers, poking them down, and Malekith just decided to chase them in the middle of the formation. That really came back to bite him in the ass, but we'll see. How much longer on the live stream? Yeah, Gnoblars did do a lot of damage. Repeater Crossbows following Malekith to the edge of the map. Blackguard chilling. Other Repeater Crossbows chilling. "4 years. It's gonna be a while." Crusher's down to their last model. Wow, that was two nice charges in a row, Malekith. All right. Ogre Bulls are back. They're probably gonna get a shot in the face by a Repeater Crossbow here any second. And this looks like what we're working with. An almost dead Malekith with no spells left to him, I don't think. He maybe has a Soul Stealer. Maybe. But I doubt it. Repeater Crossbows shatter those other ogres. Yeah, sorry. I was reading some messages. Blackguard and the Repeater Crossbows trying to get away from the ogres for now while their friends come back. Yeah. Slaughtermaster's just chilling with his Gnoblar box. Is battle still going? Yeah, it's 15 minutes. Let's go. There's maybe another Troll Guts in the tank, but he's used 2 overcasted ones and a regular, so I don't know. That's a lot of Winds of Magic out of the poor little ogres. And here's the real problem for the Dark Elves. All the strength they have left is in these Repeater Crossbow Cav, which are just going to get shot by Gnoblar Trappers, and the Gnoblar Trappers will win that trade. Oh, that Dark Rider almost routed. He somehow hung on to life. Malekith diving in, but if he dives into 4 Gnoblar Trappers, these Dark Riders are going to have to charge in as a melee unit, because they cannot just sit out and shoot while Malekith gets shot from 4 sides by Gnoblar Trappers. That's not going to be a winning play. Uh-oh. Blackguard trying to come in, Dark Riders trying to join in as well. Malekith still hunting down the Ogre leader. He is trying to Lord Snipe him. He gets the Terror route off. And the natural route. The Slaughtermaster will always route really, really low. Balance power shifts all of a sudden into Army Losses territory. And the Gnoblars in mass disarray as the Dark Riders plow into them and their Lord gets routed next to them. That's just too much for their little Gnoblar hearts. They are all going to rout, it looks like. Slaughtermaster returns for a moment, but then he officially gets routed, and that'll be the end of it. How good is Ogre leadership? Not very good. They are a low leadership faction. Malekith, 4,900 value. Blackguard, 1,600. Cold and Ice just get shreked in this matchup every single time. They're anti-large armor piercing, so you'd think they'd be good, but they tend to just get murdered. Dark Rider Repeater Crossbows did excellently. Basic Dark Riders did fine. Dread Spears did fine. The Slaughtermaster, the Great Maw, he provided a ton of healing for these Crushers. The Crushers did okay. They got pretty good value just poking down Malekith, but unless you can finish him, it just doesn't matter, unfortunately. Saber-Tooth Packs and Ogre Bulls did fine. Gnoblar Trappers did excellently. GG. Welcome to the Dark Elves. Ogres are just mercenaries. Dying on the job usually means you don't get paid anymore. I don't know if that's true. I think you can still get paid while dead. Easy. Easy. Last map, last game. Who's gonna win it all? You thought Strat was Dark Elves? Nah, it was Scroot. Scroot. What are the faction picks? Who's gonna win it all? Higher leadership? What? What? All right, lads. While they do their next 45 minute pick and bands, let me just kick the chair back into leaning mode. Read you all a passage from the very exciting Curse of the Necrarch. Radu is the vampire. Alright. Radu is the vampire. Radu retreated to his rooms to be alone with the page. He has a page out of a book. Very exciting. He pored over the symbols, certain that the clues to cracking the cipher lay in the raised letters and the dropped ones. The flaw in the scribe's work seemed too deliberate to have been anything else. Laying a fresh vellum beside the page, Radu recorded each of the raised letters first, curious to see if they made any more sense removing the clutter from the text. He repeated the process with the subscript letters, scratching carefully on the blank page. Each symbol rendered in smooth script and utterly meaningless. Second set of symbols, released from the rest, made no more sense. A different language, perhaps? A substitution code. That was the first two paragraphs of chapter 3. One whole page, two whole pages, three whole pages. So I'm skipping 4 pages ahead. Casimir returned, his thrall. Casimir returned with his permission. He broke away a tiny piece of the page that contained both blood and skin, and he crumbled it into albumic. Radu watched, eagerness etched into the deep crags of his vile face, as Casimir powdered the root and the glass began to agitate the tube, taking into it the transition of color and clarity until it became pure. The invocation was subtly different this time. The emphasis on the words shifted from syllable to syllable. The tonal quality of his voice more demanding as he called forth the shadow of skin and blood, urging it into the flesh. Radu breathed deeply of the amethyst wind, Shaiish, feeling it surge all around him. Yada yada yada. Casimir is summoning a ghost to tell him what's on that piece of paper. I will skip 3 more pages. So we've gone 7 pages of 2 nerds in a room looking at a book. By God, I think you've done it. I think you've discovered the secrets of the page. But what does it say, my lord? I don't know. We'll have to go to Averheim. It was an 8-page long chapter of 2 nerds looking at a piece of paper in a room. I do not like the Curse of the Necrarch. It is boring. I am very bored reading it. Alright. Derek Sudbury. Nice stream, my dude. Add to the wedding fund. YouTube app only lets me use a slider to just cost. I apologize for non-even number. Non-even number is completely fine, my friend. Thank you so much for thank you for the $6.99. That is super generous of you. That's the most generous thing anybody's ever done ever. Mother Teresa's looking over and she's like, God damn, Derek. So thank you. I do try to stream twice a week. So if you want to get your money's worth out of the entertainment that you have now helped fund, keep an eye out on the channel. We will do all the good content for you, my friend. So thanks. I was busy reading. I'll get there. I never miss a donation. Never. Except for Hammond that one time. You're just a hater? I am just a hater. Is $69.99 the current record? For this stream, yes. I think once all times... I think that's probably the second biggest. Once all time, somebody gave $100, and it was like a person that had never donated and watched for like a year and a half, and they said, oh, by the way, here's this. And then I shat my pants a little bit. I shit my pants a little bit right now. All that happened, and we're still sitting on Dark Elves Ogre Kings, by the way. Cool umbrella. Yeah, 69 on purpose. $69.69. Now that's peak entertainment. What else can I fill time and talk about? If you wanted to spend $50 if you're in the US or $70-ish if you're in Canada on a board game, you could buy my board game. And Derek, if you want me to send you one after the fact because you definitely paid enough to get one, message me on Discord. The Discord link's in the description, and I'm pretty easy to find in my own Discord. I'm at the top. Human Boy, yes. Yeah, feel free to message me. I can send you one. It's like Magic Gathering, but not lame? No, it's not true. Hold on. We're still waiting on these dudes to do their picks, so might as well just go to the website. I think it's also in the description. But yeah, it's a dueling card game like Magic the Gathering. There's a little video of how to play it. Essentially, you pick one of 27 playable characters. They each have a different amount of health, strings, initiative, that kind of stuff, special abilities. And then you take 2 decks out of the 18 that are in the box. They each do different things, like angels can fly over your opponent's blockers. Knights have like high armor values. Undead are super cheap, stuff like that. Your opponent picks 2. You shuffle all 4 into the middle. Those are the decks you're playing with for the whole game. You draw them into the central pile where you can like bid on stuff. So if, you know, even if you didn't pick the undead deck, you can still like buy undead stuff from the central marketplace. So you get dudes. You kill other dudes, get some money from killing other dudes, spend it on items to make your dudes better, spend it on spells to make yourself better, and try to be the last one alive. It's cool. Think of it like it's very similar to Magic the Gathering, except with playable characters, and you never sit down at a table and have to face a blue deck, and you have a red-green deck, and you just don't get to play any lands ever, and you feel sad. So, yeah. There's that. There's also a tabletop simulator mod for it that's free in case you want to check it out. And then if you don't like it, you didn't waste any money. But so far, I haven't heard any bad things about it. And we've sold, out of the 2,000 copies I have, we've sold about 200. So 0 complaints out of 200 copies is pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, God. Okay, well, we're just going to end the stream. I'm not going back to the main stream. I'm not going to do it. It's a vampire count mirror. It's a vampire count mirror, guys. It's real. I was interested in that board game. Yeah. I demand trains? Trains? Ticket to Ride is a really good train board game. So is that. It's okay, but I'll look into the board game as well. I have a friend of mine who also creates board games and does Kickstarter campaigns. I tried a Kickstarter campaign. I did really badly because this was my first move into the board game space. So I learned a lot of mistakes to not do the second time. But yeah, the first time you do anything, you're just going to make a ton of mistakes. But it's all about learning, right? Good night, Cyrus. I'll message you on Discord sometime. Trying to break into that space, I can probably put you in touch. That is for sure appreciated. It's always good to do some networking, get some resources, get some people. With the strings, which is cool. Yeah, Yeah, you buy stuff with strings, not gold. It's like a finite currency. So if you start the game with 5 strings, you'll end the game with 5 strings. It's just like how many thralls your person can control at the same time. So there's characters that they can control more minions at once than another character, but they usually have like a really low health pool or a bad ability. Who had the best death in Warhammer lore? Probably Sigvald. Sigvald's death was pretty funny. Spoilers if you don't want to know how Sigvald dies in 3, 2, 1. So Sigvald and Throg the Troll King are wandering around for a while in the end times. And I'm paraphrasing. But they're walking around for a while in the end times. And Sigvald just keeps bitching about how ugly Throg is because he's a troll, and he's just like, God, you're so terrible, and I hate you, and I just don't like you at all, and you're the worst person ever. And Throg he just gets through it because he has his orders to not kill Sigvald, and he's like, okay. And at one point, Throg dies in a fight, quote unquote, but he's a troll, right? So he's gonna regen. But everybody's like, he's totally dead, and they just leave him there. And then after a while, Sigvald's just fighting, and Throg decides, you know what, fuck it, I hate this shit, I don't even want to do this anyway, and since I'm quitting, he stands up with his regenerating stomach wound, lifts his big-ass hammer over his head, smushes Sigvald from behind, like Sigvald didn't even see it coming, he just gets fucking obliterated, and then Throg just walks off. He's just done. He's like, you know what, I don't even want to be a bad guy anymore, I'm just gonna leave. It's pretty funny. Read us more about the page? No! I don't want to read about the page. Also, I read as far as I've gotten. I'm on the start of the next chapter after they nerded out over the page. And racing sections and adventure games. Grimgor should have died when Archaon kicked him in the balls. Didn't Grimgor kick Archaon in the balls? Clearly guilt. Ugh. Throg pissed on him after he killed him? Yeah, he did. I was paraphrasing, but yeah. Grimgor is the best. Kills Krell, but the face ruined and gets smushed by a hammer. Yeah. All right, last game of the stream. No matter what, it's a Vampire Counts Mirror. These can be fun. They can be boring. Oh boy, I am worried about that Lamian vampire. Okay. So Scroot's build is a little different. I'm worried about it because he doesn't have a corpse cart. Corpse carts are very, very, very important in Vampire Count armies. I don't think enough people appreciate Vigor Mortis, which Mortis engines don't give you Vigor Mortis, by the way. Only corpse carts do. +5 melee attack and melee defense plus perfect Vigor for everybody around you is kind of insane. Just a bunch of meat slapping against each other, yeah. Alrighty, this army's mostly set up. So we have a Blood Knight of Vargulf, a Lamian Vampire Lord with a bunch of debuffs. Yeah, Enfeebling Foe and Invocation to Heck. Swarm of Flies. Wow, really? -24 melee attack from Seduction. -24 melee defense and melee attack from Enfeebling Foe. Plus 20% damage resist from her, but then also -5 from Swarm of Flies. This lady's just not about letting you have stats. Anyway, 3 Crypt Horrors, a Blood Knight, a Vargulf, the Claw of Nagash, Mortis Engine, ROR, and then a bunch of Skeleton Spearmen and zombies. Okay. On the other side, for strat game, we have 4 Vargeists, triple Crypt Horror. We have the Corpse Cart with the Balefire. The Balefire does imbue flaming and magical attacks. and gives you flame resist, which is kind of fucked up. So Strat is going to have a much better time in the blob fight because the Cryptors are weak to fire due to their regeneration. So now everything around this corpse card is going to get better stats and fire, which will hurt the Cryptors a lot. He also has a Mortis Engine. And then he has the Blood Dragon Lord, the much more common Lord in this matchup. He can get up to 1,000 weapon strength pretty easily on his dragon with all of his buffs. Then he has a zombie summon and heal. So, yeah. And he has Swarm of Flies as well. Okay, that's cool. 4 Vargeist, I think I mentioned them, but they're up there. I think the Claw and the Gash, also, doesn't this thing suck? Like, what's the difference between Claw and the Gash and basic Mortis Engine? It has spell resist and a chilling aura. Yeah, that's it. I don't think that's worth the extra cost. But maybe just add the money. I don't know. Both their builds are illegal because I had Cryptors on a Kappa too, so I guess they cancel each other out. Yeah, I guess. Hi chat, getting in late, how's everything going? Oh no, Manuel. Okay, actually, it's been a pretty good stream. You just entered in on the final game of the stream, and it's a Vampire Counts mirror. That is on you. But the rest of the stream was a banger. Alright, we are lining up. Also, Strat Game has the best color scheme for the Vampire Counts, so... Gotta say, that's probably a GG. Best color scheme in the game. Vargeist absolutely destroying some skeletons on the charge. And Blood Knights are going to try and countercharge them, but there's a zombie summon that's going down in the middle of them. And I can't really tell what's going on. Lami Vampire Lord has landed. She wants nothing to do with those skies. And, yeah, Blood Knights should do well in there, but a big breath attack from the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord behind my little info card there. Went awry. Helm of Discord is down, lowering everybody's melee attack. Seduction is also down, plus Enfeebling Foe, giving him 1 melee attack, but man, if he gets a melee attack off, it's going to be nuts. Claude Nagash and the Mortis Engine in here. Everybody's draining everybody down. It is, in fact, a blob fight, and the other halves of the armies are just staring at each other like, you want to do something? Because I don't. This is going to be the deciding factor, though. The Corpse Cart with Balefire coming in. Now everybody in here gets magic attacks, fire attacks, and a bunch of melee stats, perfect figure, all that such. So that Balefire Corpse Cart is going to be doing some serious work. Both sides are healing up from their Mortis Engine healing auras. Both sides are draining from the enemies. Mortis Engine healing aura. Lami Vampire Lord takes a big shot from the Blood Dragon. And just going to try and get out of here. Blood Knights are trying to go around and get us around, but the last couple times I played this mirror and took a Blood Knight, I regretted taking any cavalry at all, and I think Scroot's probably going to do the same. Overcasted Invocation in the heck damages the Blood Dragon a little bit. But overall, they're fine. Blood Knights, beautiful rear charge. Let's see if it even matters. They get some decent damage onto the Cryptors. Alright, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. And a big breath attack is going to punish them for doing anything fun. And they all died. Oof. Blood Knights are going to run away now, but they are getting zombie summoned on. Vargeist charged, so they're taking a lot of damage. They're getting Mortis Engine down, now they're crumbling. And that is probably the end of those Blood Knights. Thank you for trying to take a real unit, but rip. Again, I have done similarly. I have many games in a Vampire Counts mirror been like, I'll take cavalry and it'll be cool, and it's not cool. It's not a good time. So they're all dead. They're dead. Now we do just have the infantry grind once more. Again, both Mortis Engines taking each other down. The Vargeists are fine-ish. And the Lami Vampire Lord is going to be surrounded by Vargeist soon. They're all diving in. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord pops his buffs yet again. Another Helm of Discord from him. Yep. So all of Central Scroot's stuff is lowered. The Lamian Lord is trying to escape as the Red Duke just does Flying Lord things and struggles to land for a long time, but he eventually does land. Eventually. The Skeleton Spearmen are an X factor here. Now, they're all getting drained down by the other Mortis Engine, which is real bad, but As long as you have them here, you have some anti-large infantry to counter the Cryptors a little bit, while Strat Game just has straight zombies. And the Mortis engines are doing good work on the Vargeists. So, there's some stuff going right. Ish, kind of. This is what peak performance looks like. Apparently, everything heal capping. Van Hell's Dan's Macabre Overcast on this whole blob, trying to give him more melee attack, and oh boy, they do. Vargeist at 50 melee attack. Cryptors at 63. God damn, that's actually pretty good stats. Blood Dragon Lord is fighting a Vargulf. Oh yeah, there's a Vargulf in here. Hi, Vargulf. Vargulf and the Lamian Lord doing good work on the Blood Dragon, honestly, over time. And the Vargeists, again, they are affected by the Mortis engine, so it's not like they're going to do that well here. And we are starting to run out of stuff for both sides. Both sides getting awful low here on the amount of stuff spectrum. One of the Vargeists officially dies, and the Blood Dragon Lord does manage to get out of here. Mortis engine is being harassed a little bit by the Vargulf and the Lamian Lord. Lamian Lord's healing cap is within sight, though. Blood Dragon's is not yet. Though he's taking so much damage, he's probably going to heal, and then we'll see the healing cap. But for now, we'll wait and see. There's a breath attack onto something. I have no idea what it hit because of all the fucking health bars. And also, just because you're in the sky, the Vargeists are still taking the Mortis engine drain from the Claw of Nagash when they sit that close, so they're going to have to fuck off. Though they are also trying to get the healing from their own Mortis engine, so it's tough. It's tough. Screwed zombies on the far side, fighting a 4v1. They are losing it slowly. The central blob fight seems to be going to Scroot. And a key thing is he's trying to snipe out the enemy Mortis engine, and the Claw of Nagash is chilling. It is completely vibing right now. Vargeists are almost heal capped, so that's not going great for them. And the Blood Dragon's diving back in. Sword of Anti-Heroes is popped. Helm of Discord is popped. Lightning Reflexes is popped, though, so she has some damage resist to keep her safe. And she's trying to get out of here as the Red Duke. No, not the Red Duke. The Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. If only it was the Red Duke. He's now kind of stuck in the melee. He won't take that much damage, but he's not going to catch the Lamian Lord that he really wants. Mortis engine's not going to die. The Vargulf is trying to chase it off, but Strat Game is up in damage value just slightly. Balance of power slightly favors the blue team. And Strat Game still has 2 Cryptors who are in here. They are fine-ish. Mortis engine gets dove on by the Blood Dragon Lord. Lamian Lord's getting danger close to her healing cap, and the Vargeists are almost dead. Blob, blob, blob. It is very blobby. It is. Blood Dragon Lord still not seeing his heal cap. There it is. It's on the very edge of his health bar now. What was that? Overcasted Invocation Heck from the Blood Dragon Lords, who takes even more damage for that. And an overcast Van Hell's Dan's Macabre. No, it was an overcast Invocation Heck from the blue team. Okay, cool. Cool. Blood Dragon Lord taking a lot of damage right now. I don't know what from, but he is going up and down quite a lot on that health bar. Vargulf's healing cap's not within sight. These Cryptors are officially heal capped. Vargeists, how are we doing here? Not great. Not great, Mr. Krabs. And the crumbling has come in. Now for Scroot, he has Skeleton Spearmen who still have healing left to go if they can hang on. They still have some Cryptors. Lamian Lord's getting real low. And stuff's starting to fade away. It's starting to fade away. Don't you worry. As these Cryptors are heal capped, almost heal capped Vargeists, almost heal capped Cryptors, heal capped Vargeists. Vargeist models start fading. And the Lamian Lord's up in the sky. She has to have breath attacks. Yeah, she has all 3. All 3 of her breath attacks. She throws 1 down onto the Blood Dragon Lord. It looks like a lot of it missed, unfortunately, for her. Vargeist still getting drained down by the Mortis engine effect. Lamian Lord's going to take a dive onto the Blood Dragon. Really? I am kind of shocked by this. He turns around and just kicks her ass. Yeah, he has 800 weapon strength right now. She's like, never mind, I am so sorry, never mind. Wanders the fuck out of there. Mortis engine, Cryptors, still fighting. They still have that Balefire corpse card. The Vargulf is holding on, but you can see the huge chunk the Blood Dragon Lord takes out of him when he focuses on the poor little Vargulf, who now gets an independent invocation in the heck. These skeletons and zombies holding on for the Central Scrutinizer, but the Blood Dragon Lord is probably going to kick the Lamian Lord's ass here in a second. He does get some good shots on her. And the Claw of Nagash still trying to drain down everybody. Now for the support of Strat Game, we do have just a Cryptor at this point. All the Vargeists are dead. The last the only Vargulf that was in the game, but you get my point. Central Scroots Vargulf is suffering. And I don't know if there's enough left to stop the Blood Dragon Lord. Strat Game is ahead on the balance of power once again. Mortis engines are still both draining everybody down. And Scroot's got to get back into the air. We can use his last 2 breath attacks. So that's his only real advantage at this point. He's got to get up in the air. Vargulf is gone. Without him, that's a brutal loss. Okay, let's see if there's a real breath attack. I don't know how that Blood Dragon Lord keeps landing and taking off like that. It looks very strange. Cryptor is still fighting along with the Claw of Nagash, but that is it for the blue team. No, he's not going to use a breath attack. He's just going to dive back in. Very strange, but now he's getting landed on. This should be the end of the game, as the Blood Dragon Lord is just going to take the Lamian Vampire Lord to Pound Town, kill her off outright, and that is the end of that. Kind of surprised she didn't use either of her last 2 breath attacks. I was right, by the way. We should have kept reading about the page. Lamian Lord, 1,800 value, 8,300 on the Claw of Nagash. 280 on the Blood Knights, super OP, Megapog. Nothing else really doing that great. I guess Skeleton Spearman did well. Skeleton Spearman did well, Zombies did fine. Blood Dragon Lord, 4,500. His Mortis Engine, 4,500 as well. Vargeists, all under 500. Cryptors did fine. Balefire, Corpse Cart was just there. Zombies were just there. Yeah, the Lamian Lord needed to use more breath attacks, but also I just think if this build maybe just had a Blood Dragon Lord, they maybe would have been better off. It's really hard to beat having 1,000 weapon strength and then an AoE minus 24/24 melee attack and defense. Whereas this lady, she just has like some kind of dueling stuff, but it's not as good as the Blood Dragon, unfortunately. So GG. Yeah, that's it, everybody. That's it. We had a good stream, and then we had a Vampire Count's Mirror at the end. And that'll be it for me. It's getting a little late, so I'm going to go to sleep now. Yeah. Goodbye.